enjoy. We had the first world record, of course, on Luigi Circuit, none other than Cole himself.
The oldest record, boys. I mean, not the oldest, but like one of the because his reign is just insane. Like no one's gonna ever be. Okay, maybe Casey someday. He might actually this year. He might actually beat it, but who knows?
Improved in the past year, but I'm gonna be a bit more aggressive with my predictions this year. This will see the end.
I'll put my sponsor up here
It's gonna be
because
by Casey. That is my
the
big
freaking
prediction here.
whatever
Casey
that's called.
almost did it last year. I think with the 108.
It's covering it, the speedometer.
Sure. And I think that's only what 40 milliseconds off of this now.
Yeah,
so
Casey's so close.
I think this will be the year that Cole's
Can you guys hear NMeade?
track finally ends. Entering this year,
That
this
should
is
be
the
good.
current longest lasting world record reign of over 3,000 days.
3,000
That's
boys.
over 8 years time. So pretty crazy. It's been since what, maybe mid 2013 and onward that Cole has just come.
Imagine,
year by
boys,
year,
mid
grinding this
2013.
down. He got the
That's
first
just
108
insane.
A couple years ago, I believe.
Cole he doesn't like play
And,
that
you know,
much anymore,
normally
but
Cole comes around
this
with
is
at
like
least
his main
one world
track.
record improvement per year,
And
whether on this
I'm
track or
pretty sure this
Beach,
time we'll
but
never get off
last year
worldwide
was the
tops,
first
even
year
if he
was
stopped
actually
for 10
drumming,
years.
believe it or not. So
0.774, whatever,
this year,
776. What was
even
his
if the
PB? I
girls
don't even
think
remember.
so. I think this year this will go down by Casey, but this run is wicked strong.
774.
Already. There's very good reason why Cole has been the undisputed champ for so long here.
22.8 laps. That is
774
so
very
fucking
strong.
sick.
I think it's going to be a
Dude,
lower
that is so.
0.7
I mean, his
this
lap
year
1
by
could
Casey.
definitely be like 50
current
milliseconds
worldwide
faster,
top 10,
but lap 2 and lap 3 are just
I
insane.
think Casey is the main one. To
I
take
like
down
this. I like how he
Cole's time.
shows the
We will see what
leaderboards
happens,
as well.
But yeah.
Because that's what he
moving
did
on
in
from-
his world record recap. He like shows the way that the game intends to show it. You know, not like the Mario Kart leaderboards style. I like this more. So even though he's using dolphin graphics, he's still making it more about the actual game. You know.
Luigi Circuit. We
Good
have
for the normie
Moo Moo
viewers, you
Meadows on the circuit here, and it's by Sosis. He saw his name also in the Luigi Circuit Worldwide Top 10, and I believe
Moo
this
Moo
is
Meadows. This
one
is
of
sick
his
too.
older
I
world
can't wait to
records that
see
he
Toad's
has right
Factory.
now,
That is the
and
cream of the
this
crop, you
record
know.
is already very
That's what I'm
strong
here
as it
for, you know.
is. I think this will still stand by the end of 2022.
yeah.
There are probably maybe 3 or 4 players that
Yeah,
could
pretty much.
realistically
There's
string
like
a
I
run
think
together
there's
to take
Zelda
down this
Cube. There's
time. But Sosis still has so much more untapped potential here. With
There's Steve,
different
American
pace that he's
Steve.
hit and splits that he's hit as well. But he hasn't really been playing the game much these days.
But
I
that-
don't think so
dude,
anyway.
those
So I don't
freaking
think he'll
endings,
prove it himself,
those are
but
just
if
sick.
Sosis
0.2
were to
lap 1. That's
start playing the game
decent,
again
you
this
know.
year
I know
and
he can do
this
better,
track,
but 0.2
obviously,
lap 1 just
he could
sounds so
totally
weird.
prove it for sure. I mean,
Especially for
he
lap
could
1.
get a
I know
point
his lap
pretty
2 and lap 3 are
easily,
sick too. I think his
in
lap
my opinion.
2 or lap either
But
one
if
was
he
like
doesn't
0.0 or
return to his
something.
track in the following year, I think this will also stand again
I think it was
unimproved from
lap.
the prior year.
Yeah, it's
This
definitely lap
track is
3.
just
This was like a
really hard to
0.2 as well.
optimize, in
0.1,
particular,
nice.
from the ending of the low jump to the final
Actually, I
turn,
think
the
he
final
just
turn
got
itself is
2.1s.
pretty
Yeah.
much the most difficult part
I just
of the
forgot.
track.
I thought he had
The
like a
second
0.0 or
hardest part
something.
Is this right here being the alignment out of the shroom?
Yeah, I think BKS
it's
is like
very narrowly
0.0.
gained past the fence on the right and the blue ramp on the left-hand side. But this run is wicked strong as it is right now.
That was
I just
really
don't
good
see how
ending.
it's gonna go
He
down
saved
by
that
anyone
one.
else in the following
Nice
year,
QM,
but
nice
we will
QM.
see. As I said, there's
Ei kun niin
probably
olihan se.
a
No niin, mähän
way
sanoin,
to
joo.
realistically hit the splits for it and string it in
Joo,
a run,
ihan vitun
but
hullu.
it's so hard to
Vitun
do.
hullu.
This top 10 actually had a good amount of activity in the past year.
Mut tosta niinku näkee aika hyvin. Siellä ei oikein oo ketään muita. Siis niinku mä sanoin, Zelda Cube, American Steve, where the fuck is he? Oh, he's 9th, my bad. Well, I mean, I just know because he had the worldwide top lately, so that's why. He's like the most recent player. He could definitely go down. Blaze doesn't play. Paul M could probably get it, but I haven't seen him play in a while. Casey also with the 0.7 with the spear. Fucking sick.
And it's actually a little more different now in the first 2 weeks of January as well. So
Then there's obviously
anything
Luke
can
and Fox and
happen.
Doom and,
We'll see.
you
But
know,
that's the
all these
end of
OGs
Moo Moo Meadows.
with these
Gotta
sick
get some
times, but they're not
hydration
nowhere
here.
near
Gotta
the
stay
world record,
hydrated,
you know.
by the way, of course. So next up, of course, we got Mushroom Gorge. 2320.
I would honestly just skip this one. Honestly, every freaking glitch category, I don't give a shit about. Like, I honestly kind of want to skip this one, but just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna watch every single one. But I'm not gonna say anything because I have no clue how this works and I don't really even care.
In the previous year, and I believe he has had some 19-second fails, believe it or not.
I mean, yeah, that's probably the only thing I want to comment on. Is like, if this goes down to 19, then that would be honestly sick.
Like, this is still one of my favorite times to watch by far. Like, it looks so ridiculous, man. Like, I believe this was discovered.
Yeah, they're not the same. They're not about skill. They're about stupid luck and grind.
But that's still so entertaining to watch, in my opinion.
Even if I understood. Okay, that's funny. There's Arbo. Even if I understood how that worked, I wouldn't care, because honestly, I just don't give a shit about glitches.
Top 10. When I put this together for recording, I'm like, this top
like, over half of these players, I have no idea who these guys even. Who's the fuck is Fox Gaming? Who is Dubu?
It's like in brackets.
Who is Ray? I have no idea. Idris. I have no idea who these guys are.
I think this won't go down in the next year.
One more thing I want to comment. Look at the fucking difference in top 2 compared to everyone else. 5 fucking seconds. That's just what I mean. There's just no competition there.
It's so large. I think this won't go down in the next year, unless Bryce returns to the track.
I feel like Mushroom Gorge is probably the easiest track to get worldwide tops right now. Glitch.
But on the
I don't know why I thought the world record was a 0.6. It's a low 0.7. I think it's been a 0.7 for a while now.
No good side of things. I'm still in disbelief, to be honest, with how this has gone in particular. In the past year. You know, trying to sub 141 seemed really like
yeah, it's actually insane how much they have been grinding. Even Peter, you know. How the fuck have they gotten so many people? This is kind of the same as Toad's Factory in a way. The worldwide tops have been so fucking good. In Mushroom Gorge as well, there are so many people who already have 140 or like really close to 140. And Toad's Factory is kind of the same thing. Those two tracks have been played so much in the past few years. Like, so many people have such a good times on those tracks. And it just comes out of nowhere. There's just some random kid, like some 13-year-old kid who just decides to start playing this track or TF or something. And they just improve like hell.
But this mad lad over
I don't understand how that works, but, you know.
This mad lad over here. Low 0.7. And this time is really, really strong.
Yeah.
For the current strats that are here.
This time is so strong that I don't even get how it's so strong.
You know, he misses the mushroom skip.
For me, this looks like the same as what Peter would be playing. If Peter was playing here, I would be like, nice, man, that's pretty cool. I don't see any difference. Maybe his lines are tad bit faster, but I don't know how his lines are like 0.3 faster than Peter's. That's the thing I don't get here.
Near optimum, that will save at least 50.
Peter, you can explain to me if you want to. Why is this so fucking like insane? If this was Toad's Factory, I would completely understand, but like in this track, I just don't get it.
I've been wildly
There's so much
wrong with
tech.
my predictions here and the years past, so to be honest, I don't know what's gonna happen in this coming
I
year,
think those
but
cuts are sick.
This time is also really cool.
Thanks for the follow, really
a lot of fun
appreciate
to
it. Let me
watch.
actually put it somewhere
Going
else,
between
because it's
those
like
mushroom
in the
songs
middle
is
of
a lot
everything.
fun. You can get pretty
I don't fucking know where to put this. Like there.
But already this track is really optimized. Where again the small little chain wheelie right here can kind of matter. But apart from that, this is really just
He just does no mistakes. I think his only mistakes was not getting the shroom skip on lap 1.
Mushroom skips over here, and then really good.
But that was really good.
Way,
and then he gets like perfect,
awesome
like so fucking tight.
I think this will not go down.
I don't think either. Point fucking 4. 33.4 laps. That's just so insane. I didn't understand how impressive those laps are.
We have 4 140s.
Wow.
On the worldwide
There's
top
Alper
10.
in 4th, my man.
Sorry, we got 5 of the top 10.
So yeah, this is what I mean. Just look at how consistent, apart from like Connor and Daniel, those are like the only exceptions. But look at how close everyone is here. Like, everyone has such a good time here, and it's the past year. I remember the freaking 10th was like Peter had 10th worldwide. Was it like 0.5 or 0.6 or something? And now there are so many good players.
I still think this will be standing by the end of this year. We'll see. But moving on to the last track.
Oh,
in
yes.
a Mushroom Cup. Toad's Factory. Logan holds the world record on both.
Okay, I'm gonna pause every time I have to say something.
And the past year was so.
Also, why the fuck is the It's not like. Okay, I don't know why the fuck I didn't put that right. All right.
Incredibly fruitful for Logan, setting 30 world records in a year, like absolutely insane. You're gonna see his name all over.
Actually, I know why.
Video. And this was his.
That's why.
First, no glitch world.
Wait, why the fuck is there this fucking thing in the?
Toad's Factory.
Okay.
Logan holds the world record on both categories.
Mm.
And
Impressive.
the past year was so incredibly fruitful for Logan, setting 30 world records in a year. Like
yeah, well, that's
insane.
cool.
You're gonna see his name all over this video. And this was his.
It was a 0.3. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about the Mushroom Gorge, you know, worldwide tops being so much better now. But what I've just been seeing in Toad's Factory and Mushroom Gorge in particular is that there have been so many names popping in and out from those worldwide tops, especially Mushroom Gorge. So many players have gotten a decent time, and it's appeared on the worldwide tops, then it's gone down, and then someone else, like, you know, they're all really close together. That's why the times aren't that much better, but I just see so many good players on that track, that's all.
First, no glitch world record that wasn't GCN DK Mountain that he got.
He goes so fucking wide on that. Look at these guys. I have no idea how that even... Like,
First,
he goes so much to the freaking right there.
No glitch world record
And he still
that
saves it.
wasn't
Look at
GCN
this.
DK Mountain that he
Boom,
got.
gets the chain,
This
starts
for
the
first
turn,
time.
and second turn. He just... I can never
And
do that shit.
Luke's record was very strong.
Yes.
For what it is. It's a wicked time. It's still a second worldwide here. I think.
And Ryan in third place. That's also an honorable mention. You guys gotta remember Ryan also being grinding this track a lot. He might actually get the world record. Who knows? Let's see if Nick actually mentions Ryan here. I don't know.
I don't know if it was Bent or someone else who they did like a quote-unquote like human strategy.
Yes. Bint, but also Paprika, my man. But Paprika did that shit, and he's probably gonna get an insane fucking time on that next one he did. He's gonna do.
Tasks for like an upper limit, and they got like a 148.7 or something.
Yeah,
but I think
that was Bint's video.
it
Yes.
uses like a different shroom strategy just to take advantage of like the stomper cycles and stuff like that. I don't know how 148 will happen humanly.
I don't
but,
either.
I mean, the splits do give it now, as far as I'm aware. So we'll see.
Logan can get a 0.0, but I think that's the limit for Logan at least, and for, you know, overall this track. I don't think a 148 ever happens here. Those are the final words that I'm gonna say, and in like 3 years it's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be someone else who's gonna get that. I don't think Logan is gonna be grinding that much TF that it's actually gonna be a 148. There's no way that's gonna happen.
But this run is already awesome.
Yes, this run is so fucking beautiful in every way. Even though there are a few mistakes in this run, but they still they don't even matter. Because comparing to his old world record, that only beat Luke by like 1 millisecond, what was it, like 0.244 or something? Compared to that run, he was just gaining more and more time. He only lost a little bit time on lap 3, but, you know, his lap 2 and lap 1 and lap 2 in this run are beautiful.
You're gonna see when you watch older world records of this track to the current one. It's about optimizing these shroomless cuts.
Yes.
Optimizing this low jump and getting all the chain moves.
Okay, that low jump wasn't the best, to be honest, but
If you've never watched runs of this game ever before, obviously it's Mario Bike Wii, pretty much. My bikes are the meta, apart from Rainbow Road No Glitch. You see that a little bit later on. But getting a...
yeah, this trick right here, this was pretty high. This was the reason why he lost like 20 milliseconds. But he could have probably... I don't think it's... I mean, 0.0 he would have not gotten anyways, but this is still...
Game Wheelie is a 1 frame timing and a 60 FPS video game. Very hard to time. And if you do
yes,
it on
that's
the right
fucking
frame,
insane.
1 frame input, you lose the least amount of time, every other frame that you time.
You could have probably
the
went
perfect
a little
frame,
bit hard.
you're
Like,
incrementally losing more and
yeah.
more time. So you're gonna see chains are gonna be littered
That was
all
really
over
good.
different tracks that have long straights like that are over
that
3
was
seconds
really.
long.
Oh my god, that
And
low
this
trick
track
as well.
is no exception here. So again, you all the chains, all the perfect low jumps, and also the perfect shoeless cuts.
Suomen kunniaksi.
I think
lap 1 could be maybe a little bit faster. Lap 2, that's probably the highlight of that run. Lap 3, 0.6 is really fucking good too. But you know what I've seen, that Logan still can get like a 0.5 if he actually gets a good run going. He could get a 0.5. So this could actually be a 0.0 for sure. His lap 2 is already insane. I don't think it. I mean, it could maybe get like a mid 0.3, but that's probably the limit. I know his BKS is like low, but you know, 0.3 lap 2 is insane already. Yeah. I mean, those are like those little things. They don't really lose much, but there's just no control over that. So even getting like a 0.3 is insane already. So I don't really expect to get a better lap, because I mean, yeah, he didn't get a good landing, but the thing is that he still did everything else like textbook perfect, you know. So that's pretty much the reason why it was still a 0.3. Lap 1 could be like few, like let's say like 40 milliseconds faster, because like getting a 0.0 is already insane. So I think he could definitely get like consistent 0.0 lap 1, 0.3, high 0.3 lap 2, and his lap 3 could be like a high 0.5. Obviously it matters how your lap 2 goes. If you get a boost, your lap 3 is going to be faster obviously, but overall I feel like his lap 3 could still be way better.
This will be improved by Logan this year. I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah, I feel like too. If he's going to play this track, he's definitely going to get it.
This top 10 had so much activity in the past year. It was awesome watching
yes.
everything unfold.
Yes.
I think other people might come a little bit close, but I think Logan will improve one more time in the coming year. So we'll see what happens.
Didn't mention Ryan at all.
Now to
that sucks.
The glitch category. If you guys have never watched this before,
category,
this
just because it's TF,
so
I want to watch it and I want to actually comment about it. But other than that, shortcuts don't really matter to me.
They're actually breakable boxes and online, but they're solid crates in time trial.
Yeah.
But you can still do this strat in either online.
It's funny how NMeade is talking about like normie stuff here, because obviously he's talking to the normies here.
Boom! Like that's one of the coolest things to see in the entire game.
And I have made it.
I'm still just
something I've actually made that NMeade feels like it's cool.
And so as you can see, he burned 2 mushrooms in the beginning. That's because, as you notice, the crates, they're moving objects. So
yeah.
That's crazy in and of itself.
There are cycles,
However,
obviously.
that means that
and I know not a single normie will understand that, even though NMeade says it like he explains everything so perfectly. I don't think a single normie will understand any of that.
That the crates are on. I believe TAS can do that, though. They can go super fast, faster than we can.
TAS can do it, yes.
But
1:49.1 päihittää Loganin ennätyksen, mutta ei päihitä siis ei ole oikeesti kauhean hyvä aika suoraan. Siis se on melkein, onkohan se vuoden vanha jo, että en mä niinku... Sitä vois kyllä yrittää parantaa joskus. It's funny how he goes this side on lap 3. That's just cool.
I believe the type of collision on the fence is not collision where you can actually propel yourself high enough.
I mean, Logan's lap 3 in this, because this is still after the second box clip, it's pretty much just driving. Logan drives insanely good in this lap 3. Like, it's actually insane.
So right now we're pretty much just pitted by the cycles here.
So this is what I like to see, you know.
And he burned the mushrooms on lap 1 to meet the crate on lap 1.
It could definitely be way better lap 3. This is what I don't really understand, but I do understand. Look at how his lap 3 is 36.5. That is technically a BKS. But since it's glitch, it's the shortcut category, and you know, the crates work a little different, you know, there's just these minimal little things that matter. Somehow makes the lap 3 that much faster, but I still don't understand how it's a 36.5. That's just so fast. obviously it's about the because he's one cycle ahead, especially at the end, because the boost panels are in the same spots. Because the ending loses a lot of time on no glitch. On glitch you do the, let's go back.
So right now
you see on lap 3
pitted by the cycles here, so that's why
he does this.
2 for 3 and you burn.
He does the same thing as he would normally do on lap 1 and lap 2 on no glitch. So that's the thing that actually saves a lot of time.
And the mushrooms
that
on
makes
lap
sense.
1 to meet the crate on lap 1. Logan has said that a 143 can happen here. Funnily enough, this time right now, it's only 7 milliseconds off the best known splits, believe it or not, because your pace slots until once you land a cut.
Because that lap 3 is almost the BKS on no glitch.
Just optimizing that.
I mean on glitch.
We'll see. I think Logan will still.
And there's Arvo again, my man Arvo.
Try to push this
Nice
down
to see
during
him still in the worldwide tops. Haven't played this track in over a year and he's still in the worldwide tops. Because that's the thing. 9 out of 10 of these players have gotten 2 out of 3. Breakson is the only one who I think is the only one who has 1 out of 3. Or maybe Breakson has 2 out of 3, but he really fucked up his run. Because Arvo really fucked up his run too. But
the Mushroom Cup, heading now into the Flower Cup. We have Mario Circuit. We have the No.
This is a really good
first.
time. Yes, this one I want to watch because this is a good one. Why is my camera so fucking bright, dude? Oh, that's better.
And this was such an epic improvement.
Yes.
This year.
This is one of the most epic times
As you're gonna
ever.
see, there's a little mini ramp by the chain chomp, and
this is like a definition of glitch. I'm like a shortcut run. You do that one strat 3 for 3 and still play really fucking well. This is like the only, if this was like considered a shortcut, if King Alex was like its own category, you know, this would be the only category that would be like shortcut category that I would actually be interested to see. If that made any sense to you guys, but that is what I mean. Like some of these tracks that are no shortcut categories, obviously, because they don't have any glitches or any shortcuts. They have so many cool strats that only like few people do. This is one example. Delfino Square is another one with the dog thing. Those are like those things that I really like to watch because no one goes for those except like top 2, top 1. You know, the only one guy, Casey. They're the only 2 who goes for these actively, and like Logan and Luke are the only ones who go for Delfino Square. You know. So that's.
They do what's called the King Alex low ramp.
Yep.
Or basically, it was King Alex that found it. Thus the name. If you land at the very tip of the ramp, you get such a fast
so
trick
fucking
where
cool
you're
to
basically
see.
able to repel
Of course,
through the
my
sand in
run
the
also
grass
does that
and
1 for
save
3,
a lot
but
of
that
time.
my
It may
fucking
look
PB in this
simple,
track's
but, oh
so
man,
awful.
is it really hard to do and to optimize.
Because I fucked up
In the past,
221
they've done,
run.
like,
That was a
second
221
tier way of
pace
doing
run
the
that I
ramp where
had,
they actually
and I
land, like,
fucked it and I got
at
a
the
low
base of the
222.
ramp and get really high
122,
air
I mean.
time and land like into the road. But that is
Wow.
just so hard to
that
do.
already getting 2 out of 3 just looks like fucking TAS to me.
And this is the first
And then he
world
still
record
goes
that
for a
gets
3 for
all
3.
3 laps. And he improved the world record by over half a second.
Mhm.
Unheard of
Yep.
on this category. So this can still be improved.
There he could have gotten a
This
better
will
chain.
definitely go down 2022, in my opinion. I think Casey is going to take this from Guy, and maybe
I
we'll
don't
have a
think
battle
so.
between
I
them.
really think getting 3 for 3 King Alex is just so fucking insane. I know Casey is so close, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. That's just my opinion.
Guy and Casey.
Because I was watching Guy do this. I saw how much fucking grinding he did on this track. There's just no way someone other than Guy. Guy still has the most experience in this track. I'm not saying Casey sucks, but Guy has played this track for like 6 years actively, even more than that. Yeah. I know. I mean, if Casey gets 3 for 3, then it's obviously Casey's gonna get the world record. But getting 3 for 3 here, it's just so hard.
Casey here. Casey wants a 119 here this year, and I believe that he will definitely get that. It seemed like this kind of crushed a category after Guy got it, but actually not so long after Guy set this time. I think Casey got his 120.4, And I think Casey only gets the King Alex ramp 2 out of 3 laps.
Yeah. Yeah, this run in itself, as like the lines and everything, it's not as impressive, obviously. The only impressive thing is that he did such a huge world record cut and he did 3 for 3. The 3 for 3 is the thing that stands out here. Obviously, if someone goes for 3 for 3 and gets it, they're probably going to improve this 100%. But the fact that you have to get 3 for 3 is the main impossibility, the main like reason why it's so hard. Yeah, I know. I mean, yes, I don't know, can you beat this with 2 for 3? 3 for 3 definitely. I don't know about 2 for 3 though. But yes.
And
Casey will get it if he gets it, but if he doesn't ever get 3 for 3, then it's never gonna be beaten.
Like
that's for sure.
The second tier ramp trick you can actually get. So we'll see what happens here. I definitely foresee a battle happening here. It's gonna be between Guy and Casey more than likely. We will see.
I think Mario Circuit is one of the easiest tracks to get worldwide tops at the moment. If you just go for if you just go for 1 out of 3 King Alexes and just do everything pretty decent, you're just gonna get worldwide tops. That's the thing. 121.5. You know, that is not that hard, honestly.
But yeah, heading now into the glitch category of things, we're gonna have Logan. He's gonna have a 47.715, and I believe
this might be cool.
I'm trying to think.
This is like one of the least.
I think
this is one of the
Dez
categories I
replayed
least watch.
And then
I don't
Logan
even
came
remember
back
how they
in
do
at
this
the
now.
first sub
I think they do it
There's been so many
on this
world
lap
records
1 and
this
then
past
rest
year.
just on the tree, I think.
I actually do a monthly world record recap series.
Yeah, this is insane, probably due to the fact that Logan just drives so fucking well under pressure.
But yeah, Logan just came back into his track so quickly.
Yeah, he does this,
and
okay.
got this
Yeah,
massive
makes sense.
sub with this epic strategy, by the way, of lap 1, where getting the clip off the tree, going to the finish line, pole banner, going down like in between the
This
track
is like no
is
glitch
nuts.
driving right here.
It's
just so fucking good.
Probably simulation overload for
And
a
he
lot
gets
of you
those
guys
so
who've
fast
never
as well,
seen
wow.
This game played a high tier ever before in your life.
And he still
track is
saves that.
also
Wow,
just
dude. Okay, I can. The way he lands there, that is just run killer right there. Let me see that again. Like he's right there. How the fuck are you like gonna survive from that? He could go more to the right, obviously, to play it safe, but that would lose a time. So obviously he's gonna do this, and now you're just fucked. But he still saves it.
And this track is no
Yeah, that didn't lose much. That definitely didn't lose much.
This run is already very strong for the strats.
And that ending was also really good.
Again, a lot of these things kind of like a pretty basic, just line up a tree and go and trim or whatever. But there's so much nuance behind everything that this is a really strong time.
Yeah.
Well, let's go down 2022.
Yo, what up, Dragon? How you doing, my man?
It depends. I don't think Logan will try without being provoked.
Yeah.
Justin's not playing.
The leaderboard just shows it all. I don't even have to say anything. Just look at the fucking difference. This is exactly why I fucking hate shortcut leaderboards and shortcut times overall, because they're just so fucking luck-based. There's only one guy who has a really good time, and that's like the only run that I ever care to watch. But the rest are just mimicking the world record and kind of look like the same, but they all kind of suck, you know, compared to the world record.
So I think if Dez comes back, then maybe Logan will play some more. So we'll
but something like doesn't matter what track it is, like no shortcut. If it's a no shortcut category, you take world record and European tops, for example. Just compare those, and you will still see some interesting results. You will actually see like how the world record is so much faster, like a little bit faster. But this is just, yeah, Logan's gonna be like 5 seconds ahead of worldwide tops, and you're not even gonna see Logan on the screen when you compare the ghosts. There's nothing fun about that.
If Dez plays the game this year, we might see an improvement here. That's kind of my prediction here for the moment.
This one is a good one. This is a fucking insane run. Let's watch this.
Both categories here. And this track, this category will be improved this year.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of movement on the worldwide top.
This
10
could
here
still be
this year.
so much better, but
A lot of people
the
are
fact
getting
that
the
this has
first
so much
155s.
hard tech in
That
it,
seemed
it
like
doesn't
such
even matter. It's just so
a
good.
huge elusive time a couple of years ago, and rightfully so it is.
Look at those fucking lines.
And Ace got up by such a large margin.
And
I
this,
think it was
getting that so fucking fast, that is
20,
hard.
I think is when he beat
I can do
Luigi at
that,
the
but
time.
I can't do it that fast.
And I think
I only get it like
4 or
every
5
third
people
try
involved
like
right
that.
now who have
This one is
155s.
easier. That one I can get, and that one too.
So
Those are like
Brixton,
easy, but the
Justin,
info tricks on
and
the
Logan are all
on the
within less
freaking
than
base
0.1 of
area,
each
I don't
other.
even know what it's called.
And
the mall
I
area.
think right now,
Nice
both
fucking
Logan
lap one.
and Brixton are playing this. Justin rolled up with a
That was a little
random
slow, but
improvement,
you know,
a couple
it
weeks
is what
ago,
it is.
I
That's
think,
just
with, like, a
something you can't
mid-0.6.
control at all.
And
Oh,
this
that was
track
so
is
funny.
crazy.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, there are these little things, obviously,
a
but
very small detail, but Brixton
they don't
is
matter.
actually doing 2 drifts here. So he drifts for the low trick and counter drifts quickly thereafter to get a quick alignment with the wheelie right after. If you kind of go through this video frame by frame,
oh, that
when
sucked.
you're
Yeah,
doing a drift left or right,
yeah. This
you
run
can
does
tell
have
the
his
white
flaws,
sparks are
but
coming
honestly,
off, when you're drifting,
who gives a
and
shit?
you can actually see he actually does 2 different drifts. So a right drift and a left, a right drift and a left. And this is such a hard track to play.
Is he talking about spin drifting or something there?
Especially if you're
To normies. That's how you explain spin drifts to normies.
Motion based when
Oh,
you're
that was nice.
articulating your hand with trying to get the proper trick out.
He just gets these every lap. Wow,
And obviously,
easy.
GameCube D-pad things and classic D-pad things can,
And that
you know,
stick
you can
at
press
the end
right,
as
but
well,
get
that's
up or
sick.
down, it happens, myself included. But
Nice.
yeah, this track still is a good
Too
way
bad
to go,
his
but
lap 2
this
was
is
kind of
over
shit,
such a
but everything
strong
else in
time
this
as it
track
is.
is
But I think we're going to see
was so
some
perfect.
battles here in the year to come for 2022 on this track for the no glitch side. So again,
yeah.
we'll see. As you're going to see in the worldwide top 10 now, a lot of new faces here, a lot of improvements in the
Let's
past
see the world.
year.
I actually don't know about
Let's
anything
see
about the
how
worldwide
we
tops
got.
here.
So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Justin,
Yeah, so
pretty
we
sick
have
time as well.
5
Logan as well.
155s here.
Nice.
A lot of people have a lot of potential here to do.
I didn't know.
big
I didn't know
things
Daniel the
on
Manual
the
was
track,
there
so-
too. That's sick. Okay. I mean, then there's these OG players: David, Sosis, Ace, Infi, Yasha, Nugget. I have no idea who that guy is.
Might be a couple contenders here. We'll see. But that's the no
What country
glitch
I'm
side of
from?
things.
From Finland.
This will
Yo.
go undefeated again in 2022.
Yeah,
probably
this
for a
this is
couple
just
more
something
years
I
for
just
sure.
want
We'll
to
say that
skip,
right now.
honestly.
This
The
is
only thing
such
I'm
a
kind of
stupidly
interested about this
strong
is
time,
what the
in my
worldwide
opinion.
tops look like. But
Brixton is
everything else,
ahead
I
by
don't really
almost a
care.
full second to second worldwide.
I think Arvo is in this one as well.
Brixton has no reason to play it again himself, and no one
I'm just
else
gonna
really-
skip this one. I don't
he's
honestly
really,
care at all.
Like,
I'm just
I
so
think he's maybe what,
not cared about that.
0.1 or 0.2 off the
Yeah,
best on
cool
splits
splits.
right now. Pretty much
Let's
is
see here.
optimizing your entry here and then your parking lot driving. Basically, when you spin drift off,
Yeah, Rexon's just so insane here. There is Arvo in 8th, obviously. We knew he was there. Anything particularly interesting about this? Not really. I just wanted to see the breakaway Rexon has in this track. It's insane.
but yeah, like look at this. Like I don't think that's gonna go down for at least 1 to 3 or more years. If Brayson doesn't try it himself, I don't think anyone else is actually gonna contend here for a little
Yeah.
while.
Oh, this is a good one.
DK Summit by Blake, no less.
I wish Blake was
145
watching.
210.
Blake, you here? You here to
Blake
do
has
the
been
chat
overdue
pyramids? I want to
for,
see
like,
those,
the
dude.
biggest
He's not
monster
watching.
improvement of
Fuck.
all time on this track for a year.
Imagine Blake was watching right now. He might
Came
actually.
back, I think,
He
what,
might
what,
come later. Who knows?
2019, 2020 around there. And that was an epic return. He's one of the OGs in the community.
He's one of
been
the
around since
fucking
2008, I
OGs.
think. And
Oh, that
he came
sucks.
back to the
But
game,
yeah, this run is
after
so
the
fucking
game,
funny. How hard. This is such a meme run.
he,
Such a
he beat
meme run.
Connor to get the world record back. And the
Oh
best
man,
splits
he gets
right now
probably the
that,
best Jimmys
that
in this
Blake
run, but
has,
fucks up
he gets,
such
like a
stupid things.
143.7 something, I
It's the
believe.
most funniest thing ever.
Now, this track is just APM times 1,000 after you land from the cannon here. This is one of the most tech-heavy tracks in the
We
game.
need a 143
Very
from Blake.
difficult to optimize. And you're going to see from how jarring the
I can
worldwide
just
top
tell.
10 is
I can just tell Nick's gonna talk about the best no splits here. He's gonna say that the best no splits give a 143. He's just gonna say it. Just watch. He's gonna say it.
But yeah, you're going to see all these mobile tricks over here. And then look at this. This is called the Jimmy Cut, where you basically just spin, drift, hop, and you
that was
maintain
really good.
all that momentum into.
He fucked
the
up
second
the
pass and land that.
tricks, but he did that so good.
And what's unfortunate
That was
is
pretty
with
bad too.
A lot of Blake's paces now is he's kind of pace locked by the Shy Guys unless he gets past them on like a really fast
But
pace.
this lap 3, fucking insane lap 3.
But,
Look
like,
at this
he
lap
could
3,
get,
boys.
Like, a semi-fast pace and get like a monster like 34.6 lap 3 or something.
Nice
like
tricks.
That. And clutching his
This
team
is like
pretty.
perfect.
So
Actually,
we'll
no, it's
see.
not even perfect. Wow.
I think this
Yeah.
is the year 2022.
But this was good.
Is the year that Blake finally gets his 144 that he
That was like
deserves.
almost perfect.
But I will say, I will
Gets
not
a
be
good
surprised
zipper as
at
well.
all.
Gets really
I
good
said
trick
it in
right
my
there.
most recent World Record
Really good
review
ending.
video that
Yeah,
I
that
won't be
made his
surprised
run.
At all.
Thanks for the
If he
follow-based
jumps
Sigma.
Right directly from this to either a very low 140.
Even a okay, that's a funny pause. Even that 34.9, it looks really good on those splits, but it's nowhere near his best. I know he can do way better than that. That's the thing. That's Blake.
44 or even a 143. I wouldn't surprise
There, he said it. You guys heard it. 143, it might happen. I'm rooting for Blake there.
just from
I
how
hope he
volatile
gets it
of a
someday.
track that this is. So we'll see. Just look at
Yeah,
how
this
the
is
gap
just
that is
funny
on
as
no
fuck.
track.
Just look
Like,
at
over
that.
2 seconds that
There's just no way. This is what you would see in a shortcut category. You would see this type of worldwide tops in shortcut category. There's like these few good players who have decent times, and then the rest are like 2-3 seconds behind. That's just so funny.
gap, like that's insane. So we'll see. Connor hasn't played this track.
But
in a
that's
very
only
long
because it's
time. I don't
DK
think he's
Summit.
gonna try
It's
anymore
pretty much a
with
shortcut
something,
category
so
in itself.
this is,
The
Blake's,
Jimmy thing is
wheelhouse.
already
We'll see what
shortcut
happens
pretty
here.
much.
Another track that will not go down this year is going to be this.
If Jimmy wasn't a thing, and they would only do like the OG way of doing that, then it would be way closer and tighter. The track would be way more skill based, honestly.
one here, Vincent's Wario's Gold Mine No Glitch, one of my favorite tracks.
What was his PB?
It's here.
Yeah, .5 Ixie. Good luck with that shit.
Another track that
.579. That is such a
will
beautiful
not
time.
go down this year. It's going to be
It's
this one here.
it's almost like a mid
Vincent's
.5. It's
Wario's
just
Gold
unheard of.
Mine No Glitch, one of my
This
favorite
is a
tracks.
good fucking run, boys.
This is a stupidly, absurdly
Exactly.
strong time for
Exactly.
strategies ever used. There are a couple strategies that the TAS has used, like getting an extra slip drift into the ending section, which
Yeah.
I'll point out.
There are strategies that can be still improving this, but they are just so hard for humans to do that it's not really a question. Obviously, I know Ixie is probably trying to get them, but no. Those are just so minor time saves that it's not even gonna matter. You still have to get everything that this run gets, plus those additional time saves, which are insane already.
Later on, that may save maybe like 50 milliseconds a lap, perhaps. But apart from that,
These are, like that's such a perfect.
I don't see this going
and
down
this.
at all unless there's some.
Those are
major,
so perfect. Like I would
strategies that
never
are
be able
so
to do
good.
those, even if I tried like forever.
You can actually get
Even if
something
I did
right
TAS,
here
I wouldn't
and
beat
get
this
an
shit.
NT charge right before the
Honestly.
boost panel over here. That's what the task.
And
does.
that is so beautiful.
It's
Look
very
at
hard
that.
to do, obviously, but amazing
I mean,
for
that is
being
probably
50
like a
milliseconds
pretty
off
average
what I
lap for
remember,
him, but for me that looked like
reading
insanely
about, but
good.
I could be wrong on that.
I know his lap 2 and lap 3 are
Milliseconds.
gonna be sick here. Just watch,
But,
boys.
this run is just so.
Yeah,
strong.
that was so good.
And I don't think Luke has
Perfect
for a while,
alignment.
And you know, apart from Luke being 0.1 off of this former world record here, I think third.
Yeah, look at that, wow.
worldwide to
The
rest of the
earliest
pack are
possible
in the
wall bounce
0.1
right there, and
territory,
he
which
just
you might
gets
think,
it
you know,
fast.
0.250, 0.300. That's
Those
not like
fucking
that
turns,
much,
man.
But it's actually a lot for this track.
Yes, I
There are a lot of
agree.
very
0.8.
tiny
How the
optimizations
almost a
that
point
Ta's on
fucking
the
7.
front
That's
wall,
just so
you know,
insane.
right on the fly right now, but
Yeah,
just take my word that this
It's
is a very,
just
very
sick.
strong time, and there's a reason why it stood for. I think it's been over 2 years now that it stood for. I think it was maybe.
that bat might actually be a problem at some point. Honestly, I feel like that bat right there. You guys saw that shit.
Stood for. I think
He
it's
didn't
been
hit
over
it,
2
but
years now that it stood for.
I feel like because of that bat right there. Because even if you hit a bat, am I right? It still loses a little bit of time. Even if you don't like, you know, fly into the side, you still lose such a minor amount of time. So after this bat, it's pretty much just perfect driving afterwards. does it not actually lose any time? Like, even if you like, obviously you hit it like in his lap 2, but you still, he doesn't like move to the side, like if he gets bad luck or something, you know. Does it still not lose any time? Because I feel like it does a little bit.
April 2019, around there. Actually, maybe March 2019. Now that I think about it, because both Vincent and Luke went back and forth on this a couple of times.
Yeah, okay, that might be true. Yeah.
Vincent doesn't play this track himself, and there's no new strategy.
I would love to see like comparison where he hits the bat and he doesn't.
Easily. So
but that ending was so perfect too.
There's been a lot of improvement though on this Worldwide Top 10 in particular this year.
Yeah, that might be a true. That might actually be true.
For, like, the top
nice laps, fucking consistency right there. I mean, his lap 1 could have been better, but honestly, I don't give a shit. That's just insane.
Where we all have all 150s here now. Very, very hard time to get in of itself, but mid 150,
yeah,
very, very hard to do. So we'll see what happens in the coming year for this category. Moving on now to the glitch category. 31.82 by Logan. And I think this year, Logan reclaimed.
Do I care? Yes, I do, because it's Logan. That's probably the only reason why I care about this. Otherwise, not really.
This track is going to have a lot of activity in this coming year, in my opinion. What's very exciting is I believe he's 3rd worldwide. A Spanish player named Hoyo. Hoyo was the very first person to do this pipe bounce 3 for 3 in a world record. It was like a 35.4.
It's a nice time, but I know McLaren could easily beat it.
That would be the most epic, like, full story, like, full circle to happen in this game. Apart from McLaren doing that of like a 10-year cycle himself, Japanese player. So Poyo came back, and he's only like 40 milliseconds off. Like, I can't believe that. There are actually a couple of people that could contend this time, including Logan himself, for improving it. But I think this year, we're going to see epicness.
That's just crazy. 4 people already have a 31 here. I remember when Logan only had a 31 and rest had like a 32 something. It's funny to see Mr. Bean still in the worldwide tops. That's cool. That's really cool.
In 2022. I think Poyo will make his like 11 plus year return on this track.
The rest just are some
I'm rooting for you. We'll see.
Shortcut
But,
maniacs.
yeah,
I don't even care about.
Flower Cup. Onto the Star Cup, we have the Easy Circuit.
This is a sick time.
425 by Luke.
The fact that he has
And
still a
this will
faster
also
pace than
not
this
go down
just blows
this
my
next
mind.
year, maybe for 2 or more years, I think. This
His
is
best
a really
best
good
pace,
time.
double
I
best
don't
known
see anyone
pace
beating
here.
this apart from Luke himself for quite a while. This is a very, very good 2 for 3 stair dive.
Imagine Luke had a 3 for 3 stair dive and he fucked it up in the most stupid way. And he was ahead of this by 0.2.
Run. Stair dive basically is what happened right there, where you hop and you land on the lip where you go outside of like the balcony area and you get propelled.
I think he hit that thing right there. He hit that thing on lap 3. That's what fucked his run up.
On and forward.
He didn't get the MT and he fucked up.
Like a stair dive, diving down. And that saves a dumb amount of time.
Yeah.
Lap. Like compared to not getting any hop low trick at all, I think it's literally
Yeah,
like
it wasn't.
300 or more milliseconds per lap.
And it's just stupid how he missed it, because it honestly looked like he was gonna get it the next frame. That just sucked.
I don't think this is frame perfect.
That is, yeah.
Stair dive.
If
Correct
he
me
just
I'm
got
wrong,
that
please
stair
put in
dive, it
the
would be
comments.
over.
It might
I
be
feel like
on
now
me,
it can still
well,
be
it's still
improved
kind of
such a
depends on,
minor
like,
amount,
your
but no one else
position
besides Luke will
entering
improve
the,
this. That's just the fact.
staircase and everything, but even still, he gets stair dives on laps 1 and 3. And the
You know what's so amazing?
even
This is just so fucked.
still,
Look at this. He gets this, but then he just fucking wheelies and
stair
that.
dives on lap
Like, what the fuck?
1 and 3.
That's just
And
so
the racing
stupid.
is superb. So a couple
Like,
people
I
have,
would
like,
never do
0.7
that
and 0.8,
unless I
but
counter
it's two
drift.
different
You know, he
levels
just
from
doesn't. He
what
just
it is right
fucking
now.
goes.
Obviously, a 3 for
And he
3
gets a-
stair dive run
yeah.
will yield around like a 128.2 or like a 0.1 with very optimal
Exactly.
driving.
And he has had it.
But I just don't see that happening for quite a while.
Well, he had it, so shut the hell.
We'll see. We'll see. But
You don't see it
the
happening.
Splash,
Well, it's
one of my
already
favorite,
happened, so.
no glitch categories to watch, believe it or not. I prefer Funky Kong on this track. A lot of you guys know.
Of course.
But I can appreciate how epic of a time this is, obviously. So I think this won't go down for the following year, but
His lap 2, man.
I'm
His
gonna
lap 2
be
could have been
proven
way
wrong.
better.
We'll see.
Sheesh!
I
But
think
that's so sick, though.
2.7 is Firestone and Logan? Yes. So
Oh wow,
only
Logan is
people have
second. I
under
didn't know that
128
shit.
so
Wow.
far. So we'll see what happens here in the coming year. But
I
coming up,
just have no comment about this leaderboard right here. I mean, Luke is just so much ahead of everyone else. But everyone else in this run, even if I watched Liam or Zeke's time, it would still look insane. I think the stair dives is probably the main reason why Luke is so much ahead here. But I don't know. They just all look sick. All these times looks insane to me.
up we have
Because I have
awesome
a
activity
130
that
here, so
happened
I'm not
here
even
on
close.
Koopa Cape for both categories. No glitch. We got Luke here. Again, 217.937.
Yeah,
The
that's...
past year we saw the
I mean, yeah,
first-
this run could have been insanely good. But obviously, KC is just one of those tracks that... It's kind of like DK Summit. There's just so much shit that can go wrong. If you get everything right in this, if you watch the tasks on this track, if I would be so like, it would be so cool to watch like RTA Strats tasks of this track, because it would be like, I don't even know what it would be. It would be such a good time, because there's just so much things you can do in this track, but they're so inconsistent that it's just not gonna be fast, or you're not gonna ever get it.
Wii Wheel, no glitch.
Young Woo
World
boys.
record with the Wii Wheel, the plastic thingy where
Yeah.
you turn back and forth, you know. That was the first world record for no glitch from 2012, I think. It actually happened on this track. So shout outs to Japanese Wii Wheeler Keiichi. He got the world record
Yeah.
here with like a 220.4, I think, early back in 2012 or 2013. And
I think it was
if you guys
2013.
don't know, the Wii Wheel is literal motion controls for everything. So if you're in the wheelie and you like turn ever so slightly left or right, you're doing minor wheelie turns. This is
That's not really the main. I mean, yeah, that's for like people like us who do play with the classic controller. For us, that sucks. Yeah, if we have had to use the Wii Wheel, we would just lose so much time on wheelie turns. But for the Wii Wheelers, that's like a nothing. They can already manage it. Yo, Kenny, what up? They can already manage it. It's not like the main issue about Wii Wheel. Wii Wheel is just so fucked when you use it. That's the main issue. It's not about like, okay, I wheelie turned a little bit accidentally. I don't think that's the issue about wheels.
time.
But I mean, I guess
So,
for the
using Wii Wheel is very
normies
difficult,
again, I feel
let
like that's
alone
something you should
supreme
mention
no
of
glitch
it.
driving. Okay, so Jungwoo is a
Dude,
South Korean
40
player. It was the
45
first
second laps
Korean
on this
world
track just
record
looks
for the
so
Game
sexy. I don't even know how that's
and
possible.
the first no glitch Wii Wheel world record in pretty much almost 10 years. So he beat Luke's time, and then Luke got this time a couple of months after.
Such a good
And
jump.
this
He just
track
does that so
is
perfectly.
Very hard. There's a lot of strategies that are unused currently that are just super hard to do in real time, but they'll happen in due time, obviously. And the potential here is actually quite large. So
Yeah, that is the shittiest thing about
in
this
due
track.
time,
You see
obviously.
how
And the potential here
these fucking zappers just fuck you over. Like,
is actually quite.
he can't go straight. He has to go to the right. And he has to correct his alignment. That loses so much fucking time. It's so annoying. If that wasn't the case, this category would be over. I think if you would be a little bit faster lap 1, you could maybe beat that. And on lap 3, you can also beat it. You know, that's like, if you had like a BKS lap 1, then yes. But that's already insane.
So I think Luke said if you use all the strats.
Oh,
are
that
unused
fucking
right now,
turn.
if
Wow,
you're
a nice turn.
optimizing all of that,
Kenny, what's your
you
PB
can
here?
really get like a mid to low
Like
260,
219 or something?
and we're barely at
Or 220.
a low
I honestly don't know
217
what's your
point now.
PB. You must have
We'll
at
see what
least like
happens here. This is
219 here,
a
bro.
very
You're like good at
difficult
everything.
track. The shroom was cut by the grass here, which you'll see again on lap 3. Pretty much
That's just
almost like
funny. I just knew that because
human
like Kenny
arms.
always has some tracks he never plays.
And
You
so
know.
you can have such awesome
Like
phases up to
RR
lap
and they
3 and do this maneuver
What
here,
others?
and you get
Can you
no
tell me
error.
tracks that you suck at,
Or
like
you get
RDH
air, but
probably?
not enough
I don't even
air,
know.
and
Some
where
of
you
some of these
too much time
some of
putting
these
grass
tech
down to
tracks you
work
just
and
fucking hate. You just don't play
a lot
them.
of different nuances.
And I understand
on
that
this track
shit.
in particular, where it makes completing runs very, very difficult to do. There are actually a lot of people here that have a lot
Just
of
look at
great
those fucking
potential on this
zappers.
track, but we're
Those
all
piece of
held
shits
back
just
by
make this
the
category so
randomness
annoying.
and the sheer difficulty of doing this track.
But Luke is
So,
so insane here.
We'll see.
Stadium DK Mountain
I think this track will be
RRKC
improved a couple of times for this
MTDC.
category in the coming
Okay,
year.
yeah.
Maybe by Luke and Jungwoo themselves. We'll see.
Oh yeah, Stadium.
Both
Yeah,
have been
that's
playing,
where you're
so
not good at
to be
either.
determined, of course.
That's just Kenny for you.
But again, you know,
Kenny's
worldwide
just
top
insane.
10, honestly,
Few
every single
tracks.
person
Okay,
here,
not few, but
at
like
their
half of the
optimum,
tracks
would
is
get
sick.
a
Half of
really
the tracks
crazy
he's
time
never
if they
played. You
try
know,
playing the track again. So
that's why we like
we'll
Kenny.
see
That's
what
why he's
this
the
year
goat.
brings. That's the
All right, let's see this. Yeah, I don't think these haven't changed much lately. Obviously, there's Jungwoo, Justin, Luke. That's pretty much it. I think all these rest have been here for a while. I know Jorge, Olifrey, Liam, Sosis. I think most of these players have been here for a while. Barney did come to the worldwide tops this year. I actually was the guy who submitted that time. I know that he came this year, but the rest I'm pretty sure they have been here anyways. Because these times are insane. Like you just don't get these times. There has been strat improvements, but the people who go for those improvements are just few good players and actually make it work. All the rest just suck. We just suck at these tracks. Star Cup is ass. I totally agree. Except GB I don't know. That's a good track. I really want to see Barney's time on that one.
Check this out. I'm just gonna let it play.
That's gonna be cool.
As I set on some water and rehydrate.
That's like the only good. That's like the only track I'm decent at
on the seam,
Star
the
Cup.
blocks. Get far enough over here.
Special. I don't like special at all.
On the seam, not falling off. Very minor analog going back to the left over here.
Okay, let's actually hear what NMeade has to say, because I've fucking talked over him the entire reaction. So let's actually hear what he has to say.
Here, stand still. Alignment, shroom, off, second shroom, into the last key checkpoint, respawn, finish line, lap count. Yes. This is one of the most craziest developments, like, I think, of the entire game's history.
That's just so fucking annoying. Logan, he's just this guy who gets these insane shitty things and then he's like, I don't fucking care. I just go all in. He just goes for the fucking front side trick. Goes for the fucking down landing. Look at this. Karhuma pays it. But he always goes for that shit. I just like how he does that. He doesn't even play it safe. He fucking goes all in.
The fact that
it's the only time in the fucking life he's gonna do that. He just goes all in.
Talking about different objects having different types of colors.
Oh, and that sucks too. Look at how high he goes. Doesn't even matter.
I forget who it was. If you go back, I believe Justin did this humanly in February 2021.
How do you not know that? That's like an obvious thing. Justin was the guy who made this.
I think I included an image from the testers where literally they found that the little blocks where the pole goes down in between the blocks, that has a different type of collision where it allows you to shroom, get that little bounce, and land on the seam inside the blocks. You go far forward to get to where the checkpoints will make sense, where if you turn around and do the whole maneuver.
Oh, he gets another bad land. That's so fucked. Like, Logan does the fastest possible glitch, and he just gets the most fucked up RNG. Fucked up QM in this driving section. It's just so annoying to watch. I just wished he had a little bit better QM in this run to make it look actually like decent no glitch driving, but I mean, because no one plays this fucking category, it doesn't even matter. He just made it fast and he just needs to not fucking die. It's my best track, it's obviously TF, if you didn't know that.
Quite an epic record to do. To complete 30
he still plays this really good. Even for the shitty QM he got in this run.
Let's go down in 2022. I don't see any reason why.
I do think it could go down. If someone actually grind this track, they can definitely go get it this down. This no glitch driving wasn't that good. Someone can definitely beat this.
Period of time, right when this was discovered, along with the core.
Like I was actually considering to actually play this track when it was first discovered, but then I realized how fucking hard it was. I didn't do it, but you know, if someone actually grinds, they can definitely get the world record.
But I don't think anyone's.
So in a way, I would say this is probably one of the easiest world records to get if you just fucking grind enough.
I don't think Logan has any reason to do it.
Because no one else does it.
Justin probably
but
won't
it
do
only
it,
needs
so
that one person to do it.
We'll see what happens here. I think this will stand for
Yeah.
a good amount of time.
He improves
until,
Justin's
either
world record by
Logan
3
or
seconds,
Justin, maybe
3.5
someone new
seconds. Just
comes to
sick.
the scene here. We'll see. Hydration.
Obviously, Justin's no glitch driving was even worse,
Okay.
but you know.
My favorite track.
All right, this is a
No
cool one.
bias, obviously. Maple Treeway, the no-glitch category. by
What is
Demon
your
himself.
What is your
Demon,
TF time?
I think is in the same category as Blake.
I have a 149.8.
Being
That's my
so long
PB.
overdue with
But
a
I
massive
have
growth
splits for
grind so long
149.4.
now. Demon
And my goal right now is to get a
grind
0.6 so I can get EU tops. That's my goal.
And this category,
And I was actually doing
it
that earlier
features
today.
The
I had
skip,
little
which
to
is
no
a very
success.
hard maneuver to do.
But tomorrow I'm gonna
And,
do it
I
more
believe
and
this
probably
run
get it.
It does a 3 for 3, but this can be improved to like a 212 or like a 210 at optimum if you have.
Yeah, he does it pretty
Sherman's turn
unoptimally
skip,
here,
which
but
are
you know,
the
it still
left
saves time,
But
obviously. That's
really,
why his
really
time
hard
is
to do,
so much
obviously.
ahead of everyone else. Here.
So, Demon has had so many paces, so many laps,
Yeah.
and this track is insanely cruel to play.
Oh my god, that's
All
that
these
that
tracks,
just hurts me. Look at
and
this.
track,
He gets
so
really
many
fucking
paces,
bad
so many laps.
alignment there. He corrects it.
track
He gets a really nice late trick. But look at this.
Insanely
Oh
cruel.
fuck, that hurts.
With all these
That
strats
hurts,
in
bro.
mind here. This should be improved.
That was a really good
this
turn.
year by Demon. I think
The fact that he gets this thing
along with Blake,
but
both
drives
of them will
so
have their
fucking
massive,
insanely good is just
rightfully
mind blowing
so,
to me.
improvements on their respective tracks
Obviously,
in 2020.
this is like Demon. This is Demon.
I'll go as
Demon's
far as
track.
to
This is the
say,
same as Blake's DKS.
If Demon gets
This is just
a
his
clean
track, you know.
3 for 3, which he deserves after so long now, he might
That was
just
good.
jump right to a high 212.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna say it here right now.
He just needs
Almost a
one good
2
run,
second
and it
cut
improves
right
the
away.
world record by a
Sounds
long
crazy,
shot.
but it's very realistic here. I believe Demon's
Wow,
best
look at that.
was they give
I mean,
a,
at least he didn't get a shitty landing, but
like, a
that was
mid
kind of slow
211
still,
or
you know.
a low 211, and that's just with.
I want to see how he
turn skip.
plays lap 3
he has
after he gets the
dabbled a little
3
bit
out
with
3,
the
because
Sherman's
I think
turn
he
skip
gets a
as well,
little nervous, you
which
know.
sees
That's
as
the
a
first
more
time he
time
actually got
if
it,
you
so.
do that, turn skip Sherman's,
Yeah, he's
you
already
use
kind of
the
nervous, you know.
Sherman's normal
He knows
front
this
cut
is
at the beginning
fucking
of the lap
shitty run. He's
and
just
save
going
more
for it. 3 for 3,
We'll see what
fuck
happens
it, you
here.
know.
But,
And he makes it. So I want to
just
see
like
what
DK
happens here.
Summit,
I want to
the
see how
Red
this
White
works.
top 10 gap here is pretty jarring.
He gets
I
that pretty nicely,
believe
pretty nice.
the-
Let's see here.
I believe it's Demon.
Maybe he drives this
Flash.
like a beast. Maybe it doesn't even look
He's
bad.
swaggy.
So
I
far
think
it's been alright.
Demon.
Oh, nice.
Avalanche.
Yeah, he's lap 3. Fucking
Just-
hell. He just... That lap 3 was like the
Those
best
people
lap.
have
That was
turn
so
skips
fucking good. And everything else
in
just
their time, I
sucked.
think. Just one for free.
Nice.
I
It's still slower than lap
want
2, but
to
that's
get a
only because he's
215
start of
myself
lap
here
3. But
without the turn skip
that
this
lap
year as
3
a
ending
goal
was
that I have.
nice.
You'll see my name
Well
here
played.
on this chart. And
Just
I want
look at
to
this,
eventually
boys.
contend and maybe reclaim
This
my
is
world record
DK
here
Summit for
myself.
you again.
I wanna learn a
Just
turn
look at
skip,
the
maybe
difference.
give a demon run for his money this year. This might be the year that I finally sit down and get it done. We'll see. But that's it for this category.
There's
of
NMeade,
Treeway.
yay.
We have the no glitch category, which
Oh,
had
I
a
could care less about this.
massive rehaul.
It's cool that his time is 999, but
The Benny
that's pretty
strat
much
was
all
done
I have to say
3 for
about this.
3,
I know
which
this is pretty
enables you
optimal though.
to use one mushroom per lap to get a 3 for 3.
When it was
glitch
when this
record.
was like
Entering
139 or something, I was like, yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much that's it for this
Justin
category. But
had
no, not even close.
145.44
Because doesn't he go for like the fast?
with using
shroom here?
2 for 3 with doing the one shimmer tree root clip.
Yeah,
and
the clip
overstretching.
exactly.
It's
Like
very,
that
very hard
is.
to do. Your standstill MT, your turning, shimming, blind is a whole thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, yeah, because he does that. That's the reason
but
why this
now we're
run is
entering
so
this year
insane.
with a 134.999. This category was improved by over 10 seconds officially. And with just this right now, this can still go down to almost a 129. Des and Demon have said.
What the fuck?
Now the true optimal way
That's insane.
is to do the tree
Does he
root
get
clip
this
because
low?
it's so
No, okay,
fast
there he
and
doesn't
hard,
get the low. He
as
doesn't get the
opposed
low
to
for
the
like a
giant
single lap,
setup
doesn't he?
For the Benny strap where you stuck in between the track and you get ejected from the track at the speed and you get the bounce in the air time all type of good stuff.
Nice tricks.
But
Doesn't
for
even
this year,
wheelie because it's so hard to
this
wheelie there and
will
not
get
fucking
at least
fail.
one improvement, I see.
Oh, he doesn't even go for the fast thing. Okay. He goes for
I think
consistency,
it'll
but his
be
time is still
by
sick.
Des himself.
Okay, nice. Does he even get it here?
And,
At least get the low here. You have to get
there's
the
a
low
strategy
cannon.
Des
No,
is
he
putting
didn't get it
forward
a single
and
time.
Here, where he's hitting the fence as he enters
I don't even know is the low
same
cannon
time.
like faster, but
And if you do it at the right time,
Essence, thanks for the
you
follow.
actually exit the cannon a lot lower.
Didn't
a
get
lot
that trick.
sooner
That
as opposed to
sucks.
flying all the way
Oh
forward.
man, does he
It's
even?
called the
Yeah,
low
he goes
cannon.
pretty
And
safe
that
there.
saves you even more time per lap.
Still
And
a
you got
nice
none
time,
of
still a
those
nice
all
time.
3 laps. So there is so much more potential to be had here in this category of Maple Treeway. I think at least one new improvement will happen.
You
in
think
the coming
BC
year,
Wii
but
is
this
like
was one of my
goated? I
favorite-
think like
it's
BC
my favorite
Wii
track, obviously, but one of my
only with
favorite
only the few
storylines to follow
top
this
players
entire
are
year was
goated there,
Jake
but I don't
holding the
think
world record
BC Wii
here,
overall
the
is
first 3
goated
for
yet.
3, the first sub 140
10th
here, now the
worldwide
first
is
sub
technically
135
still
with a
somewhat
999.
possible,
Awesome
in my
stuff here
opinion,
all
but
around.
but
So,
Toast Factory I
this
feel like
is
is
another
okay. Well, that's
epic,
pretty weird
epic
comparison.
story
Honestly, I think BC
of
Wii is pretty sick
2021.
too. Yeah, because the
This
strats
man
haven't
right
changed
here,
that much.
Jiren,
TF has had a
is
lot of
younger
strat
than the
changes. The
game
thing
itself.
is,
First
Toast
time in the history
Factory.
of the game where a
I mean, not
player
a lot of
who's younger
strat
than the
change
game
like wheelie
got a
cancel
world
only, and then the
and
ram trick is a little
Miyake
different.
was the Titan for over 10 plus years
And
here.
well, I wouldn't say it's a
and
strat change, but like
he
the
is
way people do
toppled
the
once more
shroomless
now
nowadays
by
and the low
Australian
trick and all
player
that
Jiren.
is
I
just.
think we're gonna have a battle on the rock, no pun intended.
But I think BC
pun intended
Wii,
a lot, by the way.
the same strats
This
have
year
been used,
between both Jiren
except
and
the world
Miyake.
record obviously does insane
Who will
strats.
come
But like
out
if you want to get
victorious
worldwide
on
tops
top?
on
To be
BC Wii,
determined. We'll see.
you can do like strats
But
from
I think it'll be around
2014, and you can still
15.5
probably get
to end this
as
year.
long as you
It'll be
just
very
drive really
exciting.
fucking
We'll
good.
see what happens here.
Because it's all about QM. It's
on this
it's not
track,
really
on
about.
the Knowledge side,
Okay, it's also
we
about
have
skill, but it's
151,
more about
384
like just
by
getting
Barney
lucky.
on
You know?
the knowledge no shortcut category.
Okay, this is a cool one.
And this was an awesome development.
I like this
this
track too.
So now instead of the normal shroom, they're doing the
I
task
like this
shroom
track
strat
when I
3 for
played
3,
and everything goes
which we'll
my
see in a
way.
little
That's
bit
when I
more.
like to play this track. But
This
whenever
track
everything
is
fucks
so
up, then it's annoying.
underrated for how difficult it is.
Like the shortcut.
I'm biased. It's one of my worst tracks by far, but
I actually
these little mini orange ramps
the
here are
okay.
so
I have
hard
2
to
tracks where I'm
optimize
faster than
low
NMeade.
jumps off of them,
This track
and if you miss them,
and
you're literally
TF.
losing 0.1 or a lot more per one ramp every single lap. So the strategy is this: low jump here, airtime, shroom.
That's
spin-
just
spin your
sick. Look at
top
that, how the
trick
fuck he
like
does that.
and then low jump
Holy
right before
fuck.
finish.
Okay, that trick sucked,
So
but yeah, it
Barney
still
actually
was nice.
missed that low trick I was talking about into the lap 2, and he was probably at least 150 easily on that. He had so much hang time on that for not getting the low jump there. Barney wants a 150 long term here for what he said.
That's
He's kinda
150
taking a
is
break
just
right now,
insane.
rightfully
That
so.
is actually insane time
this
here.
is such a hard track to optimize, and I'm just happy though that Barney went
Getting
full
36-second
spin mode
laps
and
on
just
GV,
gone for
no
a 3
glitch,
for
no
3
shortcut
time
is
here.
just unheard of.
This
It is possible, but it's
strategy
just unheard
makes
of.
this
That's why I
track
don't
a
think
lot more
150 is
reset
gonna
than
happen
it
anytime
already
soon.
is.
Yeah,
But
there he
both
like
full
gets it, but
people,
that lap
you know,
2
they're
was
taking
pretty much
advantage
perfect.
Of the new unused strategies and just really pushing the limits for the new standard.
Obviously, the lap 2 was pretty fast, considering lap 1 he got a high trick, so he got a better boost on lap 2. That's why his lap 2 was pretty good there. But still, a 36 is
that's
really
honestly
good.
the only way that further progress is had, you know, in our game, let alone other speed games, in my opinion.
How does he fuck up lap 3? Because
It's gonna be
his lap
fun
3
to
isn't
try
as
this
good
for
as
a
his
long
lap
period
2.
of
Let's see
time.
here.
Then people might think it's either impossible or way too impractical to go for.
So far, it looks
But it
really
just
good.
takes the first person to do it, and then before you know it, the whole leaderboard.
Oh, he doesn't get
is
the
like
low
the same
there. Oh, that
practice
sucks.
runs pretty much, with this being included. So
That could have
we'll
maybe
see.
been a little bit faster. He gets a
I
really good
think
low trick though, yeah.
Barney will improve this year.
Nice,
I'm
dude.
rooting for both Paul and Logan as 2 contenders here.
You think Logan's
to
gonna get it?
contend Barney
Good
on this
luck.
track in
I think Logan honestly has a
You'll
chance
see.
too.
2022.
Yeah, look at how
Because
close he is too.
after the first of this year,
Because I think Logan,
Paul
Barney, and
got
maybe
a
Jared are like the only
151
players who can do
0.05
that
and is
strat
currently
somewhat
second
consistently.
worldwide
All the
right
rest
now.
just don't even do it.
So you might see some battles here. Would be a lot of fun to see that. To be determined, of course. Entering.
Yeah,
the
Sean got a 221. Yeah, that's true.
Dry Dry Ruins.
Yeah.
The first 146 was done
Sean-
by Justin.
There are
which
like
happened
few
past
players
year.
who have like gotten decent
And
times on BC
Justin
Wii lately.
is a mad lad. Like,
And yeah, it's
he
semi-active, but
improvises,
most of
has so many
the players
different
just don't
strategies,
play
always
to
different
that high
strategies, tends
of
to
a level
play,
just because it's not.
sporadically.
it's just
Justin's
not as easy as
activity
it
for,
looks. You know?
real-time time trials has
Something
been
like TF,
pretty, reduced for the most part in the past
you
year or
know,
so.
grinding for
He's been
worldwide
busy
tops on
at work
TF at
doing
the
a lot of,
moment
like,
is
tasks and
really
stuff
hard,
in the
but
game.
they're
He's still trying
all
to
the
discover
strats are somewhat doable
strategies,
by
breaking
anyone, in
tracks,
my opinion.
using
They
tricks
are
and stuff,
doable.
obviously.
That's only because I say that because I fucking know how to do them, but
when
it's
Justin
not
got the
about.
World Record
I
for
just
the
honestly
first time
feel
the
like
past
they
year,
are easy to do.
his recovery lap 3 was so epic.
Yep.
Just so insane.
Yep.
But the past like year and a half, I was actually very surprised. So Luke took it upon himself to actually introduce some new strategies on this track. Most notably being the tomb exit, where you hop in the boost panel, do a wheelie where you kind of lunge forward very fast, and that gains a lot of time.
Yeah.
You can actually do the shroomless cut on laps 1 and 3 now. So I think Luke's former record
That was
ended
really,
on 1 lap.
even though that looked like really bad. Just look how he
a
doesn't
long
even get
time.
the stick
You can
there.
actually do the shroomless cut on laps 1 and 3 now.
It's still,
So,
it still
I think
saves
Luke's
time.
former record only did it on 1 lap.
He still saved that
and,
really nicely.
Justin does it on all 3
And that's really
laps in
fucking
his
fast
record.
ultra right there. Just look at that.
Along
Wow.
with the newer, I guess like really once and then like do like the Toad's Factory input for 1 drift for the stand hop in the beginning of the lap as well.
This really hurts to see.
Go around for that.
Just look at these boys.
He misses this trick right here.
Yeah.
I know that must be so disappointing for him because that loses at least.
But since he didn't get that, he still goes for this. I don't think he would have. Was he actually, like, when he streamed his attempts or whatever, was he actually going for that 3 for 3, that exit on lap 3 as well, if he didn't get that? Because I feel like that's the reason why he went for it, because he knew he can't get a 136 anymore, you know? I just feel like that's the reason why he went for this.
But this epic backup here
Yeah.
on the right side, it looks so cool, man.
I
It's
know, right?
crazy. I love this track. At baseline,
Yo,
but
pizza
watching
delivery,
this,
let's
it's
go.
just so
Nice.
Cool.
That's a cool time though.
Will be improved in 2022. I think
33.8. Look at
Justin
that,
tries to
boys.
play some
Still a
more
33
real-time
with
time
that
trials
missed
this year.
freaking wall
He might
glitch.
try to improve this.
Just
I think
funny
he
as
wants
hell.
a little bit more from what I remember him telling me about.
But yeah, there we see
Justin's
Infi
time,
Luke.
last year. So
No one is
we'll
at
see.
the level of Justin
Apart
at
from
the
that, Luke
moment.
can
I think
definitely contend as
Infi could
well,
definitely
but
get
this
it
is a
back if he
very
just
hard
came
track
back.
to do all these strats
to the
are
strats,
being
but-
done now, so we'll see. Hydration break. Let's do hydrate.
Oh, this is a nice
So,
run. This is a really nice
This
run.
track will get his first 142, in my opinion, this year.
You think so? I think
I
so
think
too.
this
If
year,
if
if I got
Luke
the
comes back
timeline
here
right,
now, or breaks
I
him,
think
or anyone
Breakson
who actually plays
got
at a
the
high
world
level
record
at the
for
moment.
First time here this year, and then Luke got it back with a lower point 0. I think
This is also one of those tracks, like, if you haven't played it before, if you're just starting out to learn these strats, you might get a 143 high or a mid 143 here, semi-easily. But if you really want to go for the world record here, or a 142, it's just gonna require some more knowledge. It's gonna require so much more playing this track to understand how this works. Because I don't think anyone besides the top 2 at the moment don't really understand how this track works. Obviously, because of these
this year.
this
and
trick
then
right
Luke got
here,
it
you do
back.
it that way, or the double trick. Those are like minor things. Obviously, chains also matter here a lot, but that is just doing that trick like that, or the double trick is just so inconsistent,
With a lower
at least
point
in
0.
my experience.
I think Breeson had like a 0.86, I want to say.
Yeah, I think
And
so
now
too.
Luke has a 0.35. Luke had a couple of paces that were definitely 142 into lap 3, including one that I included. What month was it? I'm gonna check it right now, actually, live in the recording here.
Yeah, yeah, he had the 142 fail.
This was, yeah, it was March 2021. So go to the March 2021 World Record review, and I included
That was a really
a
good
fail
lap
that
1.
Luke had where it was corrected and
There he goes for the
Delfino
double.
later,
Especially in lap
with,
2, that double is just so
actually
insane.
getting the boost panel before the final.
And that too.
Later.
If you really want to go for fast time here, just look at how this is gonna be. Like, that is so fucking close.
With actually getting the boost panel before the final turn.
Like, you
And
can't
like a-
be
like a mid
more than fast
142
than that, and not fuck up.
Crazy.
You know.
The biggest problem with this track for so long now
Hmm.
has been being pace locked by the cars.
pretty
both
much.
for manual drift and also automatic drift. If cars were no issue here, like let's say there's an open highway.
And he gets fucking halves in this run. It's still almost a 142. That's the thing. He gets halves here, but it doesn't even matter.
All 3 laps.
His driving is so good here. He goes for this again.
But all these different car cycles make that pretty much impossible.
And this was really good too.
Is after entering the
he gets a half.
lap 3,
I think it's another half. He gets 2 fucking halves there, and he got half entering lap 3 as well.
So you can't do that counter drift.
Yeah,
NT
but I mean, I don't know, like, would have it mattered? Because those fucking cars. If he got full chains, 2 fulls there, that would have definitely been a problem.
So you can't do that counter.
That could have maybe been a problem, but that first one though, it would have definitely been a problem.
Car as well as the other,
he would have probably needed to slow down there anyways. Yeah, that was kind of slow, yeah.
So easily get
well,
a 142.9. It's been very due for a very long time now.
Yeah.
There are so many people in the player base that are really good at this track, but they're all paced out by the cars.
Yeah,
it's very hard
that's
to
what I mean.
from
like there are a lot of good players in this track, but they are just nowhere near the same level as Luke.
10th is 313, but there's at least, I think, 20 people beyond this 10 here that have like mid to high .3s.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are a lot of people who have 143, and I think that's something anyone can get with a little grinding, but going past that is just gonna be so much harder.
A lot of really good players here.
Sadly.
So, I think this will be the year of the 142. It'll be by Luke, but we'll see if other people want to.
All right, this is a legendary run right here.
Most hype records of 2021. Zeke peeped the Attack on Titan display, by the way. Zeke makes his epic return.
Just look at those fucking low tricks,
Zeke
dude. Look at that.
Epic
that looks so
to this track, and I couldn't be more happy.
I can't either. That's just so cool.
Very soon, the next coming weeks in particular, the bounty video is finally releasing.
Oh, he's now actually. I was actually kind of curious, like when is he actually gonna do the video? I'm just so glad, even though Nick sometimes in his video ideas, whatever he like proposes to do, like he's saying, okay, I'm gonna do this thing and I'm gonna do that thing, like the TT Lab thing or something. He like puts it on hold for so long, and everyone just thinks that yeah, he's never gonna do that, but he always comes back. Even with these world record recaps, you know, like when he did the 3 months in a row, like I legit thought before he released that video that he's never gonna do those. Then he does it 3 months. It's just he will never let it be. He's always gonna come back with the videos.
I do a series called the Most Iconic World Record Series, where I review different world records of the past that are
RBC Glitchistä.
iconic for their own
Joo,
reasons.
todennäköisesti. Siis mä ihan varma, että se tulee tekemään sitten ehkä vielä video. Jos sille mainitsee siitä asiasta, niin voi olla, että se ehkä muistaa sen, sitten saattaakin tehdä. Okei, ehkä vähän epätodennäköistä tässä kohtaa, mutta siis periaatteessa mahdollista edelleen. Katsotaan nyt tätä raniikin vähän, kun mä nyt en keskity yhtään tähän raniin. Let's see here. So he doesn't go for the thing on lap 1. I think he only goes for it 1 for 3 or even 0 for 3. I don't exactly remember how this run worked, but I know it just has some sick like this. He has some sick fucking tricks in this run. Sick strats.
There's so much backstory behind.
But yeah, his lines are okay. That was kind of bad, but
he got like this massive
overall,
fail that was like a 219 fail. It was
yeah,
one of the most worst
the
fails I've ever
219
seen
is
of all
probably the
time.
worst
It was
I've
the
ever
double
seen.
best known split
Worst
pace.
fail that sucked probably the
Zeke
most.
seemingly disappeared.
That's funny how that lap one was.
pace,
That didn't even look that
and,
fast, but look at he still gets a 46.7 on that.
and went away,
Just look at that low trick.
but he
Holy
came
fuck.
back like 2 years
Low
later,
tricks are insane. 1 for
and
3,
he was
yeah.
inspired by the video bounty that I put out, where I said in this reaction series last year, whoever were to beat Zeke's time, I would make a video on it.
Oh,
How
look
much
at that.
they're
That's just
surrounding,
so
Zeke's time.
fucking fast.
And
It's
Zeke
so
comes
cool.
out to the game and beats his own time.
Yeah.
And
I know,
Zeke
right, bro?
has wonderful English. He's a Japanese player, and he already provided such awesome feedback for when he improved this. I believe it was in May of 2021. It's gonna be even more like discussion of like the whole backstory of everything with not only his time and his history with the track, but A lot of, like, the
Nice.
questionable
It's
paths of the
46.8 because he
history
had
here
few
was
fails on
people
that lap
were
too.
actually
I mean, I wouldn't call them
questioning,
fails,
in
but
time
like he
trials. In
had some
particular, those who have former
things that were
records on this
slower
track,
on that lap two
which
and
makes the history of this track
rather than lap 1, you
a
know.
little bit arduous.
So obviously
Could say.
they're not.
But
They,
this
he
is one of the
didn't
most
mistake
tech-heavy
anything,
tracks
but he
by
just
far in
didn't
the
do
whole
all the
game. It is
strats,
so
or he
hard
couldn't
to
get them all.
optimize.
For example, the
And
one that he
this year,
got on
I
lap 1 on
think
this part
Zeke
right
will
here.
come back at least
I don't know
once
what
to
he
try
gets
to
here.
improve some
Oh, he
more.
gets it
He had,
again
I
on
think,
lap
one
2.
or two
I mean
more
lap 3.
fails,
Yeah, he didn't get that
during
lap 2
2021
either.
on his Twitter that I saw.
That's just so. If you got that 3
This
times
could
in a
definitely
row,
go
that
to
would be
at least a
just
mid
sick.
219 with all of Zeke's playing. But there are
And
a
this,
couple of
oh my god,
contenders
this
that could
ending is
also
so fucking
best
awful. Look at
Zeke's
this.
time.
One trick,
I think
boom,
if
and he goes super like, yeah, that is
also
just,
best Zeke's time, I think if
yeah,
Beat, Sean,
that sucked.
and Jared were to all play very
Because that lap 3
actively
was probably
this
going to be
year,
like a 0.7
all three
with a
could
perfect
very
ending.
well take down this current time, but a very hard task to do. We will see. But this is one of my most.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, there are few good players. Top 4, for example. I would say top 4 are all capable. I mean, okay, second to 4th, I think they're all capable of getting 220. But the rest are kind of, you know, they are not at the same level. Definitely not at the same level, even though they are right there behind those others. But, okay, you guys can't even see the rest. But 5th place is 275, 312, 320, 322, 33. So a lot of players are capable. It is kind of like the same as Moonview. Many people are capable of getting like 221s here, but getting to low 221 or even 220 is just a different thing. Even though the time to improve is nothing, it's like only like 0.5 for some people or something. It's not even much, but the fact that it just gets so much harder when you're trying to get like something like 220. It's going good, Mac, man. We're just doing this reaction to NMeade's World Record Analysis 2021.
Most favorite world records that was
So
ever set in
far,
the
I've
game, let
enjoyed it.
alone
Most of the
2021
shortcut
So,
world records, I
we'll
don't
see what
really
happens
care
in the coming
much.
year. We will see.
I haven't
But
really talked
speaking
about
of,
those, but
Jared,
every no
he
glitch,
holds the current
every no
world record
shortcut
for his
category
track on the glitch
time.
category. Almost a 208 here.
Yeah,
And I think after
Shortcut
Jared
sucks,
set
I
his
know, right?
time, a little bit thereafter, I think he stopped playing the game like
But
entirely,
yeah.
I think.
it's been so far. It's been good. I'm not even halfway through here because I'm pausing so much and talking. That's the thing. Like, I'm never gonna be done with this because I'm just pausing and talking about this. But honestly, I just have to pause because I gotta talk about some of these tracks and what I feel like are gonna be happening in the future. You know.
So I don't know what the history of this track holds on necessarily.
I don't know
We'll see.
either, and I honestly don't care
If
about
Jared were
this
to ever play the game
category
again,
that
he
much.
could definitely get like a mid 208.
If Jared got a 208
You're
here,
gonna
that
see
would
there's
be
one
really sick. That
glaring
would
part of this run where he
probably
had
be the
to
only
use
reason why I'd
mushroom,
even
but
care
he
about
didn't
watching this
intend on using
category,
it,
but
in the run, but he still
because
got
he
it for
fails this
actually
run, it's kind of
crazy,
sucky.
in my opinion.
But he has had so many
But
208 fails.
this
That's what I
track
know.
On this category, it's very hard to optimize.
That
It's
just
all
looks
within
something I
optimizing
could
the
never do
shortcut
ever
here,
in my life.
getting like the super low ones instead of getting such huge airtime.
If Funky wasn't
I believe
that
Jared doesn't
inconsistent
get
here,
any
what do you
really
think,
bad
guys? How
shortcuts
much
in the front here, but
slower
you can, like, make the
would
shortcut
it
with any
be? Would it
big
be any
shortcut.
slower
Some
here?
ways to
Because
make it,
like
you
humanly
can get,
slower,
like,
I mean.
super high airtime and you make it, but you lose such a large amount of time by having so much airtime. But when you really make it, you get such a low airtime where you barely travel above.
That's a good thing about Daisy, but I know
like,
Funky can do that too. I just don't. The reason why no one uses Funky here is because it's so inconsistent.
And, that's like the fastest
Okay,
way
let's
to
not
beat
say
the
Funky, but like Bowser
so try
Bike.
this out again. Giant wheelie drift, such a low airtime, and you land very low.
That's so
and
good.
you
Wow.
right away back to
That's
drift.
thick as well. Look at
Such a
this.
low
He gets low air,
airtime, and you
insta
land
wheelie,
very
gets close to the wall, but still doesn't hit it. And look at this.
low,
Boom.
and
He can just use the
very
shroom
right
right
away
after.
back at max speed using your
That's
mushroom.
so perfect.
So this is where the unfortunate for Jared here. I think his wheelie input
It's right
does
here.
not come out. I think. Let's see. Yeah, so I think he went for a trick on the geyser, but I think he was actually too fast where the geyser wasn't growing out
Yeah.
enough where it actually wasn't trickable yet.
I can't get it he can't get
So you had
3
to use
tricks
a
there
shroom
either,
to
so
get
that
back to
sucked
max speed
in every
right
way,
away,
kind
or
of.
else you would have been,
That this
from
lap 3
basic
kind of sucked
acceleration to really speed
because
again,
of that.
would have lost way too much time. And he still was fast enough to get an improvement here. It's actually really insane in my eyes.
Yeah, that's what I
we'll
feel
see
like.
what
Like I feel
this
like
track
Funky
holds
would
us
be
for
so
this
much better
category,
here, but the
but,
thing is, it's so inconsistent. That
as an example there,
that's a
that
really
cut
good
was
you know, even though because he doesn't have a shroom here, he gets really low here. He goes for this MT
as an
to
example
kind of
there,
recover it. That's still
that
a
cut was
new strat.
absolutely crazy. Like,
Okay, what does NMeade say?
as an
Here?
example, this track holds us here for this category, but as an example there, that cut was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's really pushing it for how low you can get that cut in any run here. But clearly, there's more on the board here.
That was a good ending.
That
Those last 2 tricks were really good though.
Maybe like a 208.6 or 0.7 is definitely in the cards
Yeah.
for Jared here. We'll see. Maybe some new people can be in the mix here during the coming year to best
Nice lap
Jared's
2.
time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he used the shroom on lap
We're
2. Never
entering
mind.
now into
His lap one was good.
the lap-
Ah, I have nothing to comment about that.
special
Looks
cup.
pretty average. I mean, everyone is kind of spread out there.
Both power.
Obviously, Jared is so much ahead of everyone, but
So,
it's just a second,
categories
just
of
a
this
second
track,
difference on a
both categories
short
now
category
this
that's
year
this long of a track.
very
I feel like
special.
there are a lot of good players on
see a
that
car
track
here.
with the shortcut.
this is Mario Bike Week, not
This
Mario
is
Kart
something
Week.
I kind of want to see because I haven't seen this
But
video. I haven't seen this
The
world
only
record.
world record and this set list that uses a cart is this
For the
track.
normies out there, for the normies who
That's one
don't
big
know what
reason
the
why
fuck that even
that
means.
saves so much
Obviously.
time over a bike racing game.
Humanly.
A detail you have to understand on this track for why this does so well as opposed to a bike is because if you look at the speedometer, almost always you're in a boost of some sort.
Yeah.
All throughout the lap here.
Noobs.
An advantage
Julian, I hope you're
of
watching,
work
man.
rate
You
to
should
us
be
in
watching
Mexico
this
or not
part right now.
is if you
I'm
hold
actually
the drone
commenting
long
about
enough, you get
RR
those orange
for
MTs,
once.
which last a very long period of time. The thing that makes the bike so broken in this game is that the top speed of a wheelie just going unprovoked is like sometimes 10 or more kilometers per hour above the base speed of a cart going
Yeah.
in a straight line, which loses
But that's
so
why
much
cars do
time.
the snaking
I
strats
don't know how
mostly.
Nintendo just didn't see that coming at all, but it adds to the charm of the game, honestly.
Because Nintendo felt that the fucking wheelie thing that bikes can do is just this small thing that, you know, can be sometimes used to be a little bit faster. They didn't fucking realize that it's gonna be used in every straightaway. They legit thought that people who use bikes are just gonna go straight, no fucking wheelies. Of course.
But this was so crazy when this turned back to a cart of all things.
That was like a day one regret from Nintendo when they realized that, I bet.
2010 when Kiki got it back, a Japanese player, awesome kart player back in the day.
Yeah.
That got the first 226 here with a cart. And pushed the meta as well. But this player right here, Japanese.
I'm gonna actually message Julian because I know he's not watching at the moment. So he can see my reaction to this and to his freaking leaderboard because I know he's in the leaderboards too.
For Kaide, he came back to the game. He got the very first.
I would say that's true, Charlene. I honestly feel like that's one of the reasons why this is such a good game. Because of the mechanics this game brought to the table, like tricking and bikes and wheeling and, you know. Yeah, pretty much. Killed bikes on MK8. MK9 I don't see it happening either. I feel like MK9 is going to be as shit as MK8. It's gonna be more close to MK8 than MK9.
224. I think it was actually a 224.999 or like a 990 or something like that. I think back in 2016, and then he was beaten by Bob, and then he never came back.
Nice
again
lap
to
two.
the game, I believe.
Really
I think
good
he
lap
actually
two there.
plays competitively for Mario Kart 8 or.
Has a 47 lap ever been hit? I don't think it's ever been hit. That was a really good lap 2 right there.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of those games for Rainbow Road on that game. but he came back.
And I think his lap
last
3 is
year
even more
and
crazy.
improved really rapidly back to his prior form.
Or as crazy
And
as
he
lap 2.
reclaimed the world record
He,
from Flair.
I mean, this
And he's been
freaking
on this mad
Kaede,
dash
whatever
nearly
his name
almost
is, he's
every
pretty
single
good at this
day.
track, to be
This
honest.
guy posts a massive fail every day on this track, and anytime he gets a new world record, he has a beer in one hand and a new world record behind him on the TV screen. It's so good. It's so good. So
Nice.
this was one of the coolest comeback stories of all.
That was
It's
fucking
so good,
close.
it's so
Look
good.
at how fucking
So,
close
this was
he almost fails that shit.
one-
He goes so much more to the left. Normally you're just gonna hit the tip of that boost panel, but look at how much he goes to the left.
on the cool
And this.
was
Woo!
comeback stories of all time to have
That's
things
sick.
come full circle from.
I have
the
no
older
idea how
players
this
coming
track
back
works.
and being
I
successful
don't
in their
play with the car
endeavors. So
here.
I love seeing that all the time.
I only
So,
have a 229 with the bike.
Shouts to Kaede.
30. I think BKS is 38, 48.30. So yeah. I mean 030. Yes. Okay. So it could definitely happen, but it
This
just
track
hasn't been
will
done
have
yet.
some more improvements for sure
Yeah, his lap 2 and lap 3 are really good here.
in the coming year.
Could that lap 1 be improved by much? Maybe, because I know lap 1 is obviously slower, but I just don't know how much slower in this track particularly it would be. Like, is that consistent or is that just that lap 1 sucked? I think lap 1 just sucked,
I think this would be.
but I
near
can't tell the
224.3
difference. I never
for
watched
the
these
Kart
type of
in
runs
the
ever.
coming year.
So
We'll see. I think both Kaede and
all right, we got Fatality in 10th and Julian in 7th. Fatality just freaking. Who was it? It was Wesker's. His OG time from 2012. Probably one of the oldest worldwide tops just got out because of fatalities. So, I mean, cool. But I really wanted to see him there still a little bit longer. Julian in 7th place. That's pretty nice. Still not getting a 224, sadly. Still hasn't got it yet. Okay, I'll take a sip for you, sure. Just one sip per 5 minutes. Don't abuse the system.
Flair will be battling here. Those are the two most active players right now.
Yeah, Flair
on
could
this
also
track
get
at
it, but I
their
just think
tier
Kaede
level,
is just in
of
another
times
level,
right now.
honestly. Ando, not really.
The newest addition this year is Rainbow Road Glitch.
Yep.
I'm sure almost all of you guys, if you watch my channel, obviously you know Summoning Salt, one of my biggest inspirations.
Summoning
of
Salt.
the whole video creation
The
scene,
normies.
longer form,
For the
video
normies.
essay formats and
All right,
stuff
let's
like
watch
that.
this.
He's made wonderful videos in our community with a lot of the world record scene and different glitches and shortcut histories. And this track in particular
Nice.
was infamous for having.
For me, I just
no,
don't even know, was
human
that like a
movement
really
from
fast or
how
slow glitch?
freaking
The fact
hard
that he
that
just
is
makes
to
it
do
is just
that he got
impressive
this
enough
fast.
in itself.
A big reason why this was proven to be possible a lot easier, more feasibly in the past year is because of this vehicle right here.
Yeah.
If my memory serves me right, the Quacker is a lot slower,
Of-
but you get
course.
so much more airtime with it. I think that's the main thing that makes it a lot more feasible humanly compared to the Spear here. You would think to traverse that
Of course it's
giant
slower than
gap for the
Spear.
glitch,
Spear's the
you
fastest
want
one.
as much speed as
Yo,
possible,
Arthur,
which
what up,
would-
my
would
man?
make sense, obviously.
Nice to see you here as
But
we
I think
speak.
that just made it
As
so
we
much harder
watch the
where
world
the
record.
Spear's
Sad
a lot
you aren't
heavier
the world
as
record
well.
holder anymore.
It doesn't get
But
as
you're
much
gonna
airtime.
be in the video
That's
still
the problem.
since
And
she's gonna show the
early,
worldwide
right when
tops.
the Quacker
So
strats were discovered, if I have
Yeah.
my timeline correctly, I believe it was Malio. And
Is that
Castle,
your
so you
emote?
found that you can do
that's your
this
emote. Nice
track,
emote,
the
bro.
glitch that they just did with just one mushroom of tasks.
Do you
So
think
can do
Logan's
this-
lap times are good? He gets 54s. 54s with the Quacker Shroomas. I would say that's pretty good.
This track.
He drives
3
decent here.
laps
Obviously, he
with,
doesn't go for the
just one
Shroomas
mushroom allowed.
thingy. Obviously, it's
To
probably not even
completely
possible
break
with this
track
vehicle,
wide
but
open with the task side of things. And with that discovery, I think it was really like less than like what?
oh, he barely
2
got that
weeks
trick.
later,
Nice, nice
When the
save.
first human Arthur, shout out to Arthur for making history here.
We got him in the
first
chat,
ever
boys.
Glitch of Mary Kirby. Like, I think that actually was on some like semi-mainstream.
Oh, that
Kirby,
is so
like,
fucking
I think
annoying. Look
actually
at that.
was on some like
Sheesh.
mainstream platform. I think like what ESPN Sports or something.
Yeah, it definitely could be better.
They tweeted that out or
Obviously,
something
I
like
think
that.
his lap one
Such
though
a
is his lap one was really good
groundbreaking thing
when he made the
for
glitch.
scene,
You know, he
honestly.
just he got a good starter
And then
boost and he
Something Soul
made
made
it
a whole
pretty
nother
fast.
video entirely, so that was so cool to see. But Logan got this, and this record.
Of course, but you know, Logan is just, he can handle his nerves. He goes all in, even though he's nervous as fuck. That's just something I don't understand how he does that. Every track he plays, every glitch he has played, whether it's RBC, Rainbow Road, KC, freaking GV2, like those are just some, but like every time he gets something insane at the very start of the track, he still keeps going for, you know, he's going all in pretty much. Sometimes the QM fucks him in the ass, like in KC, he gets 2 bad landings on the first ramp. His lines kind of sucked, but he still goes all in, and I just don't understand how that's possible, because anyone in that situation would just play it safe, but Logan doesn't even do that.
Logan got this new improvement in 3 tries.
Oh, that sucks. It wasn't even 209.
So, from that giant build-up for all this time, Logan beat Arthur.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 months later, and then he got this.
So it's been done three
three
times now.
Tries,
Once by Arthur and
GCN
twice
Mario
by
Circuit
Logan.
trial. So epic.
Look at that.
insane.
Arthur's in the
I don't know what this year's gonna
video.
bring for this category.
Julian has 9th worldwide on the glitch category. Congrats, Julian. Well done, dude.
I don't know. Might see some more random break improvements. We'll see. But
Yeah.
that concludes the Nitro tracks.
And we are only halfway through this freaking reaction. Imagine, boys. I think we've sit here for almost 2 hours, and we're only halfway through the video. Julian technically has 2 worldwide tops. You're right, MacMan. On 2 different categories. Sick!
Retros, Shell Cup, Peach Beach, No Glitch, Casey.
This is a
was
sick
Casey's
fucking run.
breakout year.
It could be still improved, but
Casey has fallen so short on different tracks for finally getting his first world record in the game. And I thought he was going
That
to
was
pull through
so
on
clean.
Mario Circuit this year. This year being 2021. But it was actually on Peach Beach. He sets his first world record. He ends the year with 5 world records. It's always the case
He
where
gets
when
these,
he gets his first world record, the
he has
floodgates
already
open,
gotten
the mental
2
block is
halves,
gone,
pretty
the
much.
brain fog, mental
But
fog is
he
just
still gets a
gone,
0.6,
self-limitations
which is
out the
mind-blowing.
window.
I just don't understand how that's possible.
Because you guys are kind of new to my channel, I was actually
Obviously, half with the spear doesn't lose as much, but it still loses time compared to a full chain, and still gets. Yeah, Alex ain't in the worldwide tops anymore. Sad. He got knocked out this year. He was 10th worldwide for a while, but then we got Don Capri and a few others just improved. He has 3 worldwide top 3s or records with Mach, Spear, and Funky. Nice. I didn't actually even know that shit. And he has a world record as well. Sick.
the former #1 time trialer of the game for a couple of years. I had my own world records in the past too. And I can say from my experience too.
Could have he actually made this part. You guys see, he wheelie turns here. Could have he made the stick without wheeling there. You see he not wheelies, he fucking wheelie turns.
Channel.
I mean, he already got the stick and he's wheelie turns, so if he didn't do that, it would have been still a faster lap too.
I had my own world records in the past
Sad.
too. And
I mean, I don't think that's lost any
the
time, but
giant
maybe
mental
just
block that you have to
yeah,
your
there he
very
gets a
first
half
world
again.
record is
And he gets another half.
this spiral.
Yeah, that is
When
not
you
fun.
surpass that and get your first
He
world
probably
record,
didn't he get like
you
only
suddenly
2
get
full
more
chains in
world
this run.
records
It's still
on
a
different tracks, improve your own
0.6.
time,
That's
and
insane.
get so much more high tier times. After Casey got this time, he blossomed so much more already.
This
as
is
a
sick.
time trialer
Boom,
on so many
boom,
different tracks.
nice. Fucking.
So
That
also
looks
so
really
much more
fast.
already
That
as a
looks insanely good, but it's not actually as fast as it looks. You can still go to the other side of the Cataquack and it's still probably going to be as fast as this one.
time
This
trialer on
part just
so many
looks
different
so
tracks
sick.
now.
But that ending.
So I
Kinda
think
sucked.
Casey's going to get a 112.5 here this year, and he wants a 119 in Mario Circuit, and he wants to beat Cole on the Luigi Circuit. I predict all three will come true
Pretty
in
insane goals
2022,
if you ask
along
me,
with
but
Casey getting so many
honestly,
more
Casey, you
high-tier
can do
times
that.
this year.
I
I'm
believe
very
in
excited
you.
for what Casey will produce in 2022.
MC though, I'm kind of like debating on whether or not he's gonna do 3 for 3 King Alex, because I don't know, can he actually beat the MC time with 2 for 3? with perfect driving, but getting 3 for 3 King Alex on MC is insane in and of itself. So I don't know about that. If he gets that, then it's free world record. But otherwise, I don't know. No Alex in the worldwide tops anymore.
But Guy is very close behind. I love how I put Hunter there, by the way. That's awesome. But yes, it's gonna be Guy. I think Guy can still
yeah, Guy has been hard at work.
He
can definitely do it.
But we'll see what happens here. On the glitch side now, we have Arrow, and I think Arrow.
Yeah, I know, right, Jake? I honestly, I know those goals are made by Casey himself, but I feel like he's a little bit. He's over-exaggerating his skills a little bit.
This was an awesome comeback story for Arrow as well.
When was this set? Was this like 2020 or something?
Or
2019?
Got this time, but
this is an old world record, and
the fabled sub 1 minute time on this track for the glitch.
That would be sick. If that ever happened.
It's been in the works for so long, and has its controversy too. There was another time trialer years ago where they claimed a 59-second time.
Who was that, by the way?
But they refused to prove the time. Send the ghost at it for review. And
who was that guy?
They said that
because I remember that too, but I don't remember who the guy was. Some Japanese guy probably. I just don't remember who that guy was.
Their console and their disc. Very sketchy. So hold that in mind. It's not counted as legitimate.
Yeah.
It's probably just like
makes sense,
a
obviously.
time/task time, to be honest.
Well, what did he say?
Like a live time/task time. It's not counted as legitimate.
Online time?
It's probably just like a live time/task time.
A live time, okay. I just what the fuck did he just say there?
But I think Arrow has a bad last turn and misses a full chain wheelie where it's not a 59 time. What's the last chain here? It is a 88. Okay.
Oh, he doesn't get the chain. That's so fucked. If he got that chain, dude.
It is a 88. Okay.
He gets a fucking bad drop.
Man, 49 milliseconds. I think he probably would have gotten a very high 59 with a better last turn and full chain wheelie.
He doesn't even need to get a good last turn. I think full chain would have made it. Would have it? Honestly. Because he drops down to 89 or something. That's like really bad.
It's a full chain wheelie where it's not a 59 time. What's the last chain?
He drops to 90.
88. Okay, so
I think that's like third frame.
Milliseconds. I think he probably would have gotten a very high 59 with a better last turn.
I don't know. I just don't know how the spear works.
There is new strategies here, like doing the other tree clip on lap 1.
I have no idea what the worldwide tops are in this track.
Last year, Logan all.
Okay, I actually didn't know that many people had 1 minute flat. That's insane. I actually never knew David breaks and core. I legit didn't know that shit. I legit thought this was gonna be another one of those freaking worldwide tops where there's just one guy who's pretty fucking good and everyone's just at like 203 or something, 103 or something.
Also sprung the second worldwide.
990, yeah.
Past year.
I feel like that makes sense.
It's a year of finally getting a 59-second time here. By who? To be determined. We'll see. But that concludes Peach Beach.
This is
Yoshi
a good
Falls,
one. This is a fucking sick run.
648.
Can't wait to see this one.
And this track still has a little bit more to
What's
go,
this did this record happen in 2020 as well?
58-second times here in the past year. And a lot of people have their own massive potential on this track. If David were to play the game again and time trial seriously again, he could totally get like a 0.5 at least.
Yeah, totally.
I think Breakson recently got back second worldwide here a couple of months ago, and he had the world record here in the past too. But I think literally 5+ people could beat David's record this year if they were to try enough and string a time together.
Yeah, I think this could be still improved, but the fact that it already gets such good QM and everything is just mind-blowing to me.
You can actually literally like drift over the zipper and not hit it at all, yet you're clearly drifting right in front of it.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing about this track.
On it, but hover over it. It makes no sense at all. So
he's just going so fucking in. That's so crazy.
I think this will go down at least once in 2022. By who? I don't know.
Even getting like
But
a
I think this will not
59
stand until
point,
the end of 2020.
like a low 59
I
is
think
already
we'll see
impressive.
at
But that
least a
lap
0.5.
lap 3 is insane too.
Really insane.
We're
run
getting
or
like a,
high
I don't
point?
know, like a 50,
We'll see.
59.2 or something.
But
That's also really
a
good.
lot of improvement on this top.
But we have no Arvo! Because he was, I think he's 12th worldwide at the moment. We got Exploder though, we got Blaze. Yeah,
Top 10,
Exploder,
even after I
Nordic.
created
He's
top 10
representing the
too.
Nordics.
Again, all these world records in this video and the worldwide top 10s are as of January 1st of 2022. And I'm recording this commentary around 2 weeks after that. So we'll see what happens in the coming year. Now in GB2 for both categories here.
This is sick time
Sosa's got
too.
the
When I saw when this
775.
got breaking.
I was so happy when Sosa's got this time.
Yeah,
He
same.
tried for a long time on this track.
Because Sosa's
his
hit like the
streams were very
BKS and
entertaining to
everything.
watch when he tried grinding this time out.
But he didn't get the world record and he finally got it and it was so
Unfortunately, I
cool.
mentioned earlier this video too.
Because
but
I honestly thought Blaze's time here was already like at the maximum. Because it was like a high 0.7. Getting a 0.7 here just felt like such a nice time. And improving that also. Also, American Steve has a good time here. He might actually get the world record. And he's already missed it.
I think
Had some fails,
Sosa
but
hasn't played for a better part of a year, I think, or close to it.
Let's see if Enemy is actually
so
going
I
to
don't know if
mention
he
Steve
kinda
here.
stopped
Because
playing the game, if he'll come back or not. But he could definitely improve it like a little bit more.
is he talking about Blaze or
Year.
Steve there?
Fortunately, very entertaining to watch when he tried grinding this timeout track.
Blaze?
And, his streams were very entertaining to watch when he tried grinding this timeout. Unfortunately, I mentioned earlier this video too, but I think Sosa's hasn't
Oh,
played
he's
for a
talking
better
about
part of a
Sosa's,
year,
yeah.
I think, or
Yeah,
close to
Sosa
it.
ain't that active
So I don't know
anymore.
if he
I haven't seen him a lot.
If he'll come back or not.
He was in my
But,
Discord
he
server
can
like
definitely improve it,
a half a
little
year
bit
ago, but then he
more,
left
but
for
I
no
think
reason.
this will also
But it was
go
cool when he
down
was in my
in
server because he was
2022.
teaching me about RDH and stuff like that, you
There are
know,
several
because he's such a
players
good
that can
player
get the job done.
in most of these
And
skill-based
I think
tracks.
this can go down to at least a low 0.7, practically.
Yeah,
Before the end. Of the
but
year.
it's
There's actually a new
already at
strat where you
such a
actually get
good
slip
time.
Drift off that corner right there where the floating blocks are. I think Justin did that strat himself in his current PB. So if someone does that
Yeah.
new strat, they can definitely.
Yeah, the start.
build up an
It's so
advantage over,
fucking funny how
Sosa's
Justin did that
to
shit.
improve the world record
It's
here.
so cool.
But we'll see. I think this will go down.
Oh
in
man, almost a
2022.
0.4
Again,
lap
by who?
3. I know
I don't know. We'll
0.4s
see.
are possible.
A couple of contenders can definitely
They are
do
just
it.
so fucking
Sosa's
hard.
himself for sure. Justin, if Blaze
Yeah,
comes back
Steve,
in the game, he can
Blaze.
as well. I'm really rooting for Steve
Oh,
to get
Justin has a
first ball
0.7 too. Holy fuck, I didn't even know that shit
His
happened.
comparison
Okay,
versus
I thought he had a
Sosa is actually
0.8.
leading him into the third
And look at who's there. There's Alperan. Yo, Peter's here.
turn of lap 3, I think. So,
Yeah, this is like this track has the almost probably the most optimized worldwide tops in my opinion. All in like 0.113 apart from each other. And Vincent and Barney could definitely get a 0.8 and it's a like 0.1 difference. Imagine boys, that's so little. This track has a lot of good players. But getting to a 0.7 is just a different level, that's for sure.
a lot of potential
I think
here by a lot of
52
different
is still
players.
somewhat
We'll see what
easy, but
2022
getting a
brings.
52.7 is just
This
so
track
fucking
also
hard.
has some amazing
This time
activity
is
in the
so
past
good.
year.
I love how we
The
got a
first epic
sub
50
50
second
here,
time
that's so
done by
cool.
Logan here, 49.992. Just watch this as
Yeah.
I sip on some water. Look how crazy this
It doesn't even look that he's gonna get any good time here, but he still gets the 49.
is. Like, so crazy. So you do a
He
clip
did, he did
off
that
the,
pretty fast, yeah. That lap 1.
the
That
pole,
lap 1
then
definitely
the
made
other
it.
side.
Because I think
Turn
his lap
around,
2 and lap 3
two
ain't that
shimmer
good.
back
They're
behind
like
the
pretty
finish
average.
line, and you drive in reverse to hit the last key checkpoint, and then lap counts.
Yeah, this is
And,
just like pretty average.
When this was done for the
Shroomless
first
driving.
time, it was just actually
But that's
crazy.
obviously because
I
of
believe it was
nerves. He
Logan
can't
himself
drive
who
that
did this
fucking
in
well when
each
he's
time.
done that.
And,
Because you can only have so
shout out
many
to Vincent
attempts
N,
in
by
this.
the way, for the past year getting his first
Still
world record
low
overall
18
on this
seconds.
track.
Cause yeah, there he kind of
And
fucked
N,
up.
by the way, for the past year getting his
Yeah,
first
that
world
really
record
sucked. But
overall
I
on
mean,
this track.
can't really blame him.
I think Vincent N can.
He's
come
still
back
so
and
much ahead of
get
everyone
in
else in
here.
this track.
I think he's busy with college right now, but I think he can definitely contend if he were to try and play this again, for sure.
Really good,
But,
really good last turn
Seeing
though.
the first 49 is so insane on this track. The strategy is.
Did he
so
mention
cool.
Steve?
One of my
Okay,
favorite,
yeah, because
glitch
honestly,
run.
I gotta bump up his volume. I can't even hear him. I just don't want to have it too loud because then you guys will hear it on the mic as well.
So to watch by far,
It's just
for
gonna sound weird.
Let's go down 2020.
Because I don't have any headphones at the moment.
If both Logan and Vincent were to contend, absolutely. I don't think anyone else is actively trying to compete for this.
Yeah, you can just see this is just one of those tracks that no one plays, this category especially. No one just plays this category. Leaf, if Leaf got 3 out of 3, the clip thingy, that would be insane. Because that would also give 49, obviously, but I feel like overall that's harder because you know it doesn't save as much. I mean, obviously per lap it saves more, but the fact that it's so much harder is just insane, especially on lap 2 and lap 3. But yeah, Vincent also second worldwide. That's pretty nice.
Category, let alone the task strategy here. So we'll see what happens here in the coming year. But now, heading on to some Raceway, one of my favorite tracks of all time. Also done by Sosis.
I also like how NMeade in this video he didn't like cut every single. He kind of saved a little bit of work down there, so he just recorded all the runs in a big video, and now he's just reacting to the video. I think that's way better way to just make this, you know, saves him some editing time, and it honestly makes the video more, you know, flow better in my opinion. Good job, NMeade. Also good job on the quality. I really like how it's actually like 4K and whatever.
Has the next 3 world records.
You can actually see like the subtle differences, you know.
And Sosis did some epic.
This is a sick time. This is probably one of my favorite no glitch times.
In the beginning of this year, I believe. He went from like a mid point
no shortcut times.
All the way down to this high point 1.
This is, I would say, this is close to. I would say TF World Record is probably my favorite, but this is like right up there because it's a low. It's a super low 141, and you know, getting a 0.1 as well. That's just insane.
And this time is nutty. He wants to get long term a 140 here. I believe him. He'll get the job.
I believe him too, but
that
is insane. Honestly.
This time already is so impressive.
Look at those fucking tricks. Oh my. Okay, that could have been better. Doesn't even matter what trick he does, because he just drifts that so well that it just gets as instant as he can. It doesn't even matter what trick you do there, honestly. I would say doing a right trick there is probably the most consistent, but it doesn't even matter.
Entered this year with like a 3.35, I think, and he
look at the lap 1.
Proved it as
almost a 0.7 lap 1. Lap 1, by the way. It's not lap 3 or lap 2. It's lap 1. And it's almost a 0.7. That makes no sense in my head.
And again, you know.
This run is like watching a freaking RTA Strats TAS run. It honestly feels like that. It's so funny. Mach does. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Mach would be faster here, obviously. Yeah, obviously, yeah, I think up trick is really slow, but any other trick on that, if you just get an insta wheelie, insta landing, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, he failed on that just because he didn't get the wheelie out immediately, but yeah.
See, the outside looking in is like, what, 140 milliseconds? How drastic could that be, right? It's mountains of difference at this skill level.
Yes.
Trust me.
Getting that slip is so cool.
Just a sheer amount of optimization.
Look at how inside he is here. Just look how close to that turn he is. And look at how well he still drives this section. If I was right here, I would go so fucking wide and he would lose so much time. But look at how well he does
all
this.
These runs overall is just insanely impressive.
He went a little bit wide because obviously Funky's drift. He can't go any more tight, but
I still
that
can't
looked
believe
perfect.
the sheer caliber that all these times are at now at this point.
Yeah, he does. I think he does like a down trick there, doesn't he? Is down trick like the fastest way to do that? That first one. Because there he does like a there he does a side trick. Obviously.
Left in the player base at this point that have been around since the beginning.
Or he probably uses the Doesn't he use the nunchuck? I don't know what Sosis use. I'm actually not entirely sure about that. Maybe it's just an accident. Nice 0.6 lap
So
2 though.
all the improvements,
But look at the lap
all
3.
the
The lap
strategies
3
developed and
fucking
everything,
insane
all
too.
the optimizations in between. So,
He uses nunchuck.
some of these feats are done
Yeah,
by
okay,
all
that
these
makes sense.
players
That
are-
kind of like
are
Luke, you
still
know.
insane to me.
Sometimes
And,
does the wrong
I'm
trick. It
still
doesn't even
happy
matter.
that this game is still thriving, alive, and well, both in the time trial scene and in the online space too.
Oh my god, that's so fucking beautiful.
So
That
time
driving
trials in
is just
particular,
so
man,
beautiful.
We're here for it. So,
Yeah.
I think.
Wait, what trick
trials in
did he do
particular, man,
there?
we're
He did
we're here for it. So.
He still did a down trick
I
there,
think
yeah.
This will not
That
be
that
done
was
in
really good. That last
2022.
trick just made that
If Sosa
point
does
1
not come back, it will
happen.
stand this entire year.
Oh, Julian, yeah, you missed RR, dude. You were right there. Oh my god, but look at those splits. That's just consistency in every way. Almost a 0.7 lap 1. Fucking cracked. You can't get much better than that. Lap 2 and lap 3. Both 0.6s. Sick.
He could
That
definitely
consistency
really
is
grind for a
just
long period of time.
unbelievable.
Vincent had so many heartbreaking fails. I'm rooting for you, Vincent.
Yeah.
Like you,
He had... Oh,
he
Vincent,
was
okay.
so close, but just had to throw in the towel after a point. But both Luke and Vincent could get the job done here today.
Yeah.
With Sosa's here.
Even Yasha's
But,
old time
now
is
in the
insane
play,
here, honestly.
Sosa's will have that
Obviously,
same
Zane,
time with World
Z-Royal
Records
could
in
also
2020.
do it.
We'll see. Again, Sosa's up at bat for the Banana Cup now, this time. Sherbet Land.
Our
no
World
glitch.
Record is so cringe. I mean, yeah, lap 1 on that. Yeah, it's pretty cringy. 0.4. Like, what is a good lap 1 for world record on RR? Isn't it like 0.2? Because his lap 2 and lap 3 are 0.0s. That's like sick, am I right? But, yeah. 250. Yeah, that's what I thought. His lap 1 wasn't that good. Yeah. So, in theory, like a 224.4 RR could be possible. Or a 0.3 actually. Yeah. But that's just, you know, getting pretty much BKS laps. Every lap would be sick. It's doable, yeah, I think
This
so
will
too.
for sure stand this year as well.
What was the time?
Again, Sosa's
750,
up at bat
that's-
for the
yeah,
Banana
that's
Cup
just
now, this
sick.
time. Sherbet Land, no glitch.
Getting a 203 here even is
This will
insane,
for
but getting
sure
750.
stand this year as well. Easily.
No one's gonna play this track.
This time is stupid strong.
Look at
And
that.
even
What
still,
the
Sosa's
fuck is he
still
doing?
improving
How?
by a good margin. I think
Yeah, wrist
He's like,
everything and got a
750
0.0. Yeah, exactly.
400 milliseconds to have second place.
Yeah.
This track in particular, I explained how chain wheelies up.
This track Sosis is like the Luke on no glitch tracks that Luke has the world record on. Luke is so much ahead of everyone else in most of the track he play on no glitch. This is kind of the same for Sosis here. Also Raceway, but this, I feel like this is just so exaggerated. No one even has close to this.
Function with so one frame timing for a perfect one to lose as least time as possible. So it's a 1 frame timing and a 60 FPS video game. Very hard to do.
Yeah, this track has the most
like
chains. That's true.
15 of them. The most
15.
out of any track in the game.
Yeah.
Um,
Obviously they don't matter that much,
and
but
a
still.
caveat, I must say. So the
For the
managing
world record,
bonus,
they matter.
The off-road bonus, so it makes this track much more graceful as opposed to the.
Look
frame
at those
rate or any
fucking
other
turns.
vehicle
Oh
here.
my
But
god.
apart from that,
Wow.
it has very good acceleration. So what you're going to see here in Sosis' run is he can do very minor wheelie adjustments like
Yeah.
that back and forth. And they're
This is a
intentional.
Magic Cruiser. For the
Because,
normies out there,
try and
good to
wheelie
know
back
for the
and forth with
normies.
these giant massive alignments. If
I
you
will.
don't turn
I'll
a
keep
little
repeating
bit,
that every
you're
time
gonna
he
be crashing
talks something
areas a
about
lot
that.
of time. But with the very high acceleration, you lose close to no time at all. I
Yeah.
think actually a Tasser can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I think in the task runs, you can actually turn a very small, minute amount.
That's such an insane lap too. 41.1. Can you imagine that? 41.1 lap 2.
We actually lose no time at all from how small.
What is the BKS laps here? What did the BKS give here?
Small and minute the adjustments are in the wheelie, but the Excel is so strong where just doing tiny little wheelie taps is such.
If anyone
very,
knows,
very
just let me
minor
know
time
right
loss,
now.
So you can manage that pretty well. But Sosa's his time.
Yeah,
is
maybe
so
maybe a
strong
0.0
here.
has
I cannot
happened, but I
believe
think
how far he
0.1 is
pushed
still
past the
sick here.
204 when he was grinding this a couple of years ago. But this will be contended this year for sure.
That's weird though. I feel like that's faster. Yes, look at what he does here.
But
He turns obviously insta empty right there and wheelie, because that's the faster way. But look at this. He goes a little bit wide here, but he wheelie turns the entire time. Obviously it loses time, but is that like in this context or in this particular situation it might actually be faster? Okay, he wheelie turns.
This year for sure.
I think that's maybe for the better drift alignment there. It might be actually
if not,
makes sense.
Stand for multiple years. Absolutely, I definitely believe that for sure. He did a very minor wheelie tap before the finish line.
Yeah.
Which actually is faster overall. I'm pretty sure.
Same.
Because the finish line on this track is actually at an angle.
That lap too,
so
though.
Finishing a little bit further left, you actually finish your time a lot quicker. So it's like going all the way out to the right hand side. So yeah, we'll see.
Just look at that. What the fuck? That makes no sense. Yeah, Logan actually played this track, but I only managed to get a 204.2. Fucking hell, Sauce is insane. Insane skill.
Next year for sure, we won't see anyone else contend it as of yet.
166. I mean, technically, it actually kind of looks like it, to be honest.
On Sherbet Land.
155 cc or something.
We now have the glitch side of Sherbet Land.
Oh, let's go, Arthur. Is Arthur in the chat? Let me know, Arthur, if you're still watching.
Glitch run. And I believe
hey, let's go.
On this track
he waited for this moment to happen, obviously.
2020. And again, this is like the podcast version.
Oh my god, Arthur. I just love this run, man. I love how you get this run.
Sherbet Land.
You do some stuff here really good. What I don't like about this run, though, watch this. This first turn I hate. I just hate how you get this. Oh, that's so bad.
So
it doesn't matter. The run is just insane, in my opinion.
I think it was mostly by Swear. Shout out to Swear, by the way. Where he found he can actually make that gap. They do the
one
glitch
shroom.
With the Magic Cruiser. And originally, you would use a spear because it's so much faster. So you can try and get more distance with
True.
far more.
Spear was used here because, okay, this is just my theory, but back when this was discovered, obviously you could use Magic Cruiser, but it was easier to get the clip with spear. It was like, to get this clip with Magic Cruiser back then was like unheard of. So people just used the spear just to get the clip, you know, back then. I don't know when the Magic Cruiser became the superior here. Maybe like a year later or something. Because this was first done in 2015. Was it like 2016 or 17 when someone did it with the Magic Cruiser and it just was so much faster? Yeah, the driving sucks, I know. But I still love how you make it 2 out of 3 and you still honestly drive so well here. Honestly, in my opinion, the fact that you're nervous as fuck here, you still drive well.
Or raw speed. However, the Magic Cruiser saves multiple seconds per lap.
Lost an MT, that sucks, but it doesn't matter. I don't even care. Just look at this. This lap 3 though. This lap 3 you played really well. This lap 3 I think you did really good.
This clip right here is one of the most precise clips in the
You go fast.
So
you get it. And when you land and everything, you go really fast here, I feel like.
Precision to do that,
yeah, that was really fast. That was fast as fuck, boy. How the fuck do you play that lap 3 so fast?
The checkpoints to where the lap would actually count. And,
Sub 19 lap 3, boys.
Found with that type of a clip too. If you use 2 mushrooms, you can land on the other side. So
mad lad. When was that? When did he get that? What year was that? Because 2015 July, I think, was when a guy did it first time. Or was it in May of 2015 or something? I think it was May. I remember Sword got his one on July, I think. The world record. But I don't remember exactly.
Actually not going far enough to respawn.
Yeah, their lap was just clutch, man. You just clutched it. You didn't even have to clutch it. Look at that. You're still almost a second ahead, but yeah. Nice. So
I went from like a mid 140 to a 116 now. So
but this is just a good example again. Like, it's just so fucking hard to do this. 2 for 3. You just see how much difference there is.
We'll see improvement 2022.
All right, this time is sick too.
Time will tell. Shy Guy Beach again.
121.4. 4 boys. How?
Set list into 2022. A little bit over 1,000 days.
It's funny because if we go like few years back, the splits that Sosis hits here are faster than the BKS back in the day. Like back in like just 3 years ago. Actually 3 years ago when this time was set. If we go past 3 years, the time he set this time in 2019, the splits were shit. Like Sosis just hit this fucking BKS splits right here.
And this
either his lap 2 or lap 3 is like insane in this time.
It would have went down last year.
I don't remember, but
again, we talked about Casey in this video before. This was one track he could have gotten the world record on.
Yeah.
Casey is only 3 milliseconds off.
Oh.
Sosis has a 496.
Didn't know
Casey
that
has
actually.
A 499. So I think Casey, if he sits down for this track and this coming year, he will definitely improve.
Because I think Sosis gets like 2.0s right here, doesn't he? He gets a 0.0 lap 2 and lap 3, or a 0.1 or something. Yeah, pretty much. Even that lap 1 was sick, but look at these lap 2 and lap 3.
Such a massive
perfect freaking.
Yeah,
look at that.
And this track is very hard to do, just for hopping on
look
the
at that.
and everything.
Wow.
And,
I don't know was that faster, but it just looks
with
cool.
his raw
He got from the
speed,
side. He did lose some time from the water, but I don't know what's that. Oh, he gets a 0.1. Okay, I think his lap 3 was like insane or something. Yeah, he freaking clutches his lap 3.
Wheelie task with the Flame Runner or any other vehicle is very detrimental for losing a lot of time. So this is really a lot about speed preservation here. And if you like drop your drift on those island hops as well, your run is basically dead.
That was weird. He got a side trick and he still made it really good.
This is probably one of the hardest spear tracks, in my opinion, to play for an English category. But this will definitely go down during 2020.
Oh, he didn't even get a 0. Okay, my bad. I'm stupid.
Dara has tried in the past. Another wonderfully talented spear player had the world record.
I don't know why I thought he got a 0.0 lap 3 there.
He got a 5.55, like I think within the past year. But I don't think he's played the game for quite a while now, so I don't think he'll do it either. I think it's going to be up to Casey to take down Sosis here, which I think it will happen in 2022. We'll see. We'll see. This track...
Who was 10th worldwide?
I think
Zelda Cube with a 0.8.
We'll see. We'll see. This track
this is sick. This time is sick.
Revamped in the past year.
Yeah, it kind of feels bad, yeah.
525 by Luke. So Luke had a crazy time. I think it was, what, 204 or 208? I'm pretty sure. Like, really crazy time.
Yeah. Luke's time here without the dock, pretty fucking insane. It's honestly to the level of like MC3, where he actually does everything. He gets all the chains, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and his driving is just so clean. It's sad how that doesn't apply anymore, because there's this dock thingy, and now the lines can be shit as they can, but it's still pretty fucking insane. That's probably one of the strongest times, and I would honestly debate that if this was never used in a world record, that would stay for a while.
No shroomless dock, which you'll come to see here. Logan implements the shroomless dock. Very hard.
Did Casey get RBC like 230, or was it like a really low 231? Or did he actually get a 230? I actually don't remember with the Daisy, obviously, but. It's a lot
to do,
okay.
But saves a lot of time per lap. And the thing that makes this really nutty with Luke's playing too is Luke uses
obviously. Yeah, I think he could have gotten it if he grinded a little bit more, but even a 0.2. That's kind of the same as Toast Factory back when he got that time. Back in 2020. 245 on TF. It was already insane. But then people got better, people got closer to him, and then Logan finally beat him. So I think it could technically happen, but well, now no one's gonna ever even try it, obviously, without the dock, because dock is so fucking fast. Yeah, it's kind of a meme. Yeah, I discussed it earlier. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So when you lift up with the Wiimote or side to side to try and get like a certain type of trick, if you go a swipe to right,
that's so fucking weird. He gets a single flip right there. Look at that.
If you go swipe to right or just left, it's not just all right inputs or all left inputs.
But it's actually faster, because it's a lower ramp. So that's also one plus about doing the freaking dog cut there on lap 1. You get a faster lap 1 with the...
Because you won't be propelled far enough to traverse the gap. So when Luke is doing a wheelie into the ramp, multiple
His driving here
different
is
inputs,
still
like
really
up,
good
right
though.
side,
It's
up,
like
down, up.
this driving is still like a 204, like a run without the docks. Even if he didn't do the docks, this driving is still like a 204 driving, honestly.
All happening all
If you know what I
once.
mean, guys.
So it makes it where him accidentally getting a trick instead of just a plain old wheelie like this is a lot higher and a lot harder.
That's so hard to recover
but
that
Luke
shit.
Adapted really
So cool to
quickly,
see him do that.
Came back and he started optimizing this track himself. He pushed down.
Does he get the chains here? I think he missed chains on lap 1. Does he miss it on lap
got
2?
The first 2 or
He
3
gets
by a
half.
long shot,
Does he get an?
7-9.
I think he gets a full here. Yeah.
And then in December last month.
So
he
I feel
tried
like the
to,
chains are
quote-unquote,
gonna be the
destroy
issue
the
now
track by,
with this track.
getting the first 3 for
Because he
threes.
got really nice
3 for
docks
2.
there.
Hasn't been
But
done
look
yet,
at this
so
driving
2 for
though.
3.
He just kind of keep his
long-term,
nerves up.
Luke wants to
He's half a second ahead of the world record at this point, and he's still driving like insanely good. Because I know he wanted to get a good, strong time here. Not just
it's just so
20,
crazy
not just
where,
the
you know,
203,
the past couple years in
but a really
particular,
good
lot of,
203.
strategies that seem way too impossible or not
And he just
practical
goes
for
all
real-time
in
speed
for a
running
mid
is almost now
203.
commonplace at the top tier now. So hats off to all the players that are pushing their bounds and
That could have
really
been faster,
using
but
these
it doesn't even
unused or
matter.
underutilized
So much
strategies.
ahead of everyone else.
Um,
Kind of sad Logan
I
didn't
think
get a
this will
203 because I was really
improve this
hoping he
year
would get
by,
that shit, but he
either
ended
Luke
up getting a
or if Logan
low
comes back.
204.
I don't think anyone else is trying this strat at all. Because the Shroomless dock isn't a guarantee for record. Like, you have to race really, really
Yeah,
well. And
yeah.
the
It
chains
doesn't
still
save
matter.
much, but obviously if you just drive world record speed, you'll definitely get it.
Level 2. So, we'll see. To be determined, as will these, obviously.
There's Kenny, by the way. He improved his PB. So that's pretty old news, but I mean, yeah. I think he's like, didn't he beat Sword? No, he didn't. He's like 5th worldwide right now, I think, yeah.
Now we
He has a
got
0.4.
into GCN Waluigi Stadium. No glitch. This is by Connor.
This is a really good time. I really like how he improved.
And, Connor,
Or was it Ace
I
who
believe
had the
he
previous world
reclaimed
record?
this from
Either
Ace
way,
in the past year, was it reclaimed? Right? I'm pretty sure. I think Connor had it more than once. Let me just check again.
but this came out of nowhere though. This time came out of nowhere because I wasn't expecting this to be beaten. The
Yes.
previous world
So
record.
in 2020, shout out to Ace, he came back and beat Connor, and then 2021,
Yeah.
Connor came back and
Because he fucked up
and
every
he
single
beat
landing on that world record.
And this is one of my favorite tracks.
He got
by
3 out of
far.
3 bad
One of
landings.
the most tech-heavy tracks in the game.
But his driving was better. I would say
a
his
good amount of
driving was
people
better
consider
than
this
this
track and this
PB right
category
here. Because
the
this
most
gets 3 out of
tech-heavy
3 good
track in the
landings, you know.
entirety.
So that makes sense.
This is such a hard track to optimize.
That's
at
true.
high level.
This track has
so
more
there's still
potential.
more room
This
to
track,
improve.
in my opinion,
I think
has
super long-term
147
Connor, I think both
potential
Connor
for
and
sure.
Ace believe a 147 can happen here.
Mm.
I think Connor's run right now, right here, is the first world record that features a 35-second one-shimmer.
Yeah.
It's been done in years past. Shout out to French player Todom. He
Tonom.
held the world record here for multiple years.
I like how
way
he
ahead
says
of
that.
time.
He says that.
And only like
Todom.
4 players have beaten him in like almost 9 years now. So his
Totom.
run
In
was
Finland, we
super
would say
strong.
Totom.
And he got the first 35-second one shimmers back.
That's
in
a good lap too,
2013,
right there.
So it's not like they haven't been done in years past. They have been,
But not in a
to
world
have it
record.
in a world record run, it's very hard to do.
Get a 35 and then a world record? That's a fucking hard thing to do. Because I know when either Corner or Ace or whoever sees those digits in the freaking screen, they're just gonna be so nervous. I bet Corner was really nervous in this run.
But we'll see. It'll be awesome to see Ace come back to the game again, like more actively instead of like a couple weeks.
True,
break
I
here
would
and
want to
there,
see Ace come back.
and have him and Connor duke this out again, because I think more epic battles are to be had here
Those
for
freaking
sure.
turn
We'll see.
skips are insane.
But
They look easy, but
yeah,
they're not.
I wouldn't be surprised though if
Oh,
this
that
still
sucked.
stays at the
Damn, that sucked.
the current time. With
He
Connor
still gets a
right
good
now.
landing
Also,
here,
the
doesn't he?
unfortunate
Yeah.
thing back there,
At least he gets 3 out of 3 good landings, because
last
that
right now also
that is not a consistent thing to do. Get that landing. Obviously, they do a drift landing, so it's a little bit more consistent, but it's still not as consistent as doing like a, landing with the back wheel, obviously. but it's slower, so of course they go all in. Even on lap 3, even with a 35-second lap 2. Connor goes all in.
Fortunate thing back there.
Good job, Connor. Well done, man.
Before the last turn, he wasn't at max speed in his wheelie, so he lost probably like almost 0.1 there, literally. Water break, by the way. Cheers, fellas. If you guys are liking this video, by the way, give me one of these and subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
A lot more content on the way, just like this.
Follow the channel. We're almost at 1K followers, boys. Just follow the channel, please. We're super close.
Longer form videos. So if you guys are enjoying.
So yeah, that's so cool to see Totem in the Worldwide Tops. He's still in there. Cause that was like, was that time he got that in 2013 or something insane. I remember having that time on my Wii back in the day. I downloaded Totem's time and I was like, how the fuck are they so fast? Cause I think I just barely had like sub 2 minutes in this track. Insane. And he's still 4th worldwide. Totem was so much ahead of his time in this track. No doubt.
Enjoying this, definitely come along. Enjoy the
one of the most underrated world records back in the day. Because
that
that world record that Totem set, it lasted forever. Wasn't it like the 2nd longest world record or something? It was so long.
Hydrated. Follow the streams, by the way, too. We stay very hydrated on our streams, by the way. So.
Alright, Hunter.
This track.
This is a good run too.
Category on Waluigi.
I love how he gets a 37 lap. 37 lap with this fucking vehicle. Under pressure. How the fuck do you even do that?
It's by Hunter.
And it's actually a midpoint, mid 37, so that's even more impressive.
Developments for a glitch being done for a glitch strategy for RTA runners. A full video in the history about
that's
this
so insane how they do that. I have no idea.
Like
I actually also grinded this a little bit back in the day, but I just couldn't even get close. I think the closest I ever got was that I did this, obviously, I jumped, I get to this fucking part. But that's pretty much it. I could get on top of the sign like this, but then doing that and that.
Full video in the history about this track being glitched in 2020. Like being RTA viable.
I could still get worldwide tops here. I could still, because I think there's 9 people right now who have made this. So if I just make this and beat the world record, which is, it is pretty easy to do, let's be honest. I don't even have to drive nearly as good as what they do to beat the world record, no glitch world record here.
I mean, in 2020.
I could. I think this could be one of the easiest ways to get worldwide tops at the moment. Because I think all the glitch worldwide tops are still somewhat optimized, but this one, there's still one more spot left.
In general, shouts to all the community at baseline, obviously, but especially
this driving right here, this is pretty fucking sick driving. I think he does it lap 3 where he does the 37 lap with the shroom. Or does he do here? Yeah, he does it on lap 3. Even this 38 shroomless lap with this vehicle is insane, in my opinion. This is really optimized. 2 out of 3, maybe he's gonna discuss it. I wanna hear NMeade discuss that.
And test ideas all the time. And definitely this really wouldn't have happened without the task community. So shout out
yeah, that's true. Charlene, thanks for the follow.
Those past year, I think Core got his first world record on this track.
Core. Oh, he got a 39. Never mind. I thought he got a 38. Shroomless. My bad.
Logan pushes down 2, and Logan and Hunter battle back and forth. And
but Hunter takes it forever.
And he got the first 139 here twice. So 0.7, now this 0.4 right now.
The 0.7 was really good too, honestly. Don't get me wrong, but this 0.4 is insane because of this lap 3. This lap 3 is insane.
Super stupid insane to see. This is such a hard glitch to do.
I am so surprised how well he can keep his nerves up here. Gets the low trick with this vehicle. That fucking trick is so high if you can't get that low trick. Gets it 2 out of 3.
How insane this track in particular is for the glitch here. Like, there's so many moving parts.
Look at that lap 3. That is a lap 3 that I can just barely get with the Flame Runner, and he gets it with this fucking vehicle in this run, with all those nerves.
If you were to watch the video that I made down below, you can really appreciate the deep, rich history of under everything that went involved because.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only one spot. As I said, 9 people have made the thing. 9 people have made the glitch. Technically, if I got it and just drove, just fucking drove, got like 40-second laps or something, I could be in the worldwide tops. Look at how Americans have just dominated the category. Core is the only freaking breed. Only UK. Wow, that's funny.
There were like, I think 3 or 4 different viable options for RTA that were just almost borderline, just not practical to go for. But we eventually found one that stuck, finally.
Yeah. That's funny how NMeade already talked about stuff that I barely understood there. And he's trying to explain it to the normies again. And none of the normies will understand any of what he just said there. I understood like just barely what he meant there. I guess if you've watched the Summoning Salt video, then you understand what he just said there, but
so
I just love how he still tries his best to do that. Explain everything. Also this run. This fucking run. Insane. Thanks to Solstice, he really helped me out in this track. He was in our server. He helped me out on this track.
And I think
how to do.
Will
I don't think so. Yeah, same here. I don't think so.
I think if it's improved,
it will have to do 3 for 3. The wheelie cut, the lucky wheelie cut, whatever it's called. That thing, 3 out of 3. That's the only way they're ever gonna improve this time. That's what he's gonna say right now.
It's by Paul.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He had the world record here.
Yeah, Paul can definitely get it though.
And so to speed him back. Well, this time here.
Just look at that. Oh my god. Just look at how fucking smooth.
That shroom that happened on lap 1, that's called the wheelie cut. So basically,
if cut.
it's pretty much like human RNG, so it's called the lucky cut also. So there's a lucky cut. I'll explain it for the glitch. And
when I first heard what that thing was, I thought it was lucky cut. I thought they said that was the lucky cut, but lucky cut is the thing they do in the shortcut category.
Also for no glitch here. So,
but you could still say that's a lucky cut, because that's a lucky cut. That's a fucking lucky cut. They're both lucky cuts. I don't really
understand how this works either. I don't think so, but you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But if you do the shroom the right way, I guess, you do one giant wheelie, and your wheelie is preserved into the second mound.
Yeah.
And a wheelie in the air soaring through so fast at a lot higher speed as opposed to the wheelie being canceled slam into the second mound. And you're going to see visually just how much slower it is if you don't get it, and how drastic.
He must be really fucking nervous in this lap. He just made 2 out of 3 wheelie cuts, entering lap 3, and he's still driving so fucking fluent. I have no idea how that's possible.
Drastic the lap differences.
Just look at these turns. I just don't understand how.
Laps 2 and 3 are literally almost 0.4 slower for only 1 lap based on not getting this one strategy here. So check this out. So no wheelie cut. Cancel.
That's still pretty fast. That is still pretty fast.
He's going at like high 70 km in the air, whereas with the wheelie cut, you're at like mid 90 km through the air. You're soaring through, blazing through the air. So this
666 0.6 without the wheelie cut is still a really good lap. That is still a really good lap, because that's something I could probably just barely get with the wheelie cut, and he just does it without the wheelie cut. Fucking insane. I think my best lap one is like, my best lap overall is like a 31.67 something. So he gets a 666 without the wheelie cut. That's sick.
The pace into lap 3 with Sosis on his current run here, it would be very reasonable for this not to be touched at all for at least 1 or 2 years maybe. We'll see.
But you can still see, like, so many people have a 134 here. Like, people are good at this track. Because I think pretty much all 134 runs here get at least 1 wheelie cut. If I'm not, I might be wrong, but I honestly feel like that's the case. Maybe Logan didn't get it, I don't know. But I know Paul got it, I know Gustav got it, Liam also got it. I don't know about Cole, because did he use the spear or not? I don't really fucking know. And I don't even know how it works with the spear, but this track has so many good players in it. That's for sure. But Sosi still has a 0.3. Sosi is like one of those players who gets like these insane times, like these high 0.3s, 0.1s, 0.4s. Like he gets, every track he has like a really high point something. And that's why his times are just so cool.
But I think Paul and also shout out to Gustav as well. I think both of them, if they were to actually play this year, they could both contend him. But
yeah, I think Gustav has a good chance of getting it, honestly.
Right now. So
this is Gustav's best track.
The glitch side now, 139.
Represent the Nordics.
Justin, of course. This was a nice surprise this year.
This was also, yeah.
So Justin had the world record here in the past a couple of years ago. And he was eventually.
I love how he got the 130 here.
2018 or 2019, one of those years.
And he has this own strat he does with the wheelie here. Doesn't get the lucky cut, just does this strat instead. Really good thinking of Justin. Justin, one of those players who just figures out stuff, strats on Dolphin and just does them RTA. And no one else does it.
And he finally comes back here, and he beats Logan by a small amount against the first 130 here.
Yeah.
I'd recommend all of you guys who haven't watched the October, November, and December combined world record review video to watch that link down below.
I would have reacted to that video, but since I watched it already, I'm not going to react to it again. But it's a good video for sure.
Because I kind of detail some potential future developments here on this track, including a backward shortcut, which could yield a much larger time save, but it's very hard to do. It's actually done.
Yeah, that's the strat he does.
So you do that
drift strat right there.
2 for 3. Then you fall from the top of the finish line by the block wall into lap 3, respawn, turn around, drive backwards.
Yeah.
At this hill over here.
Even though his times are like high point whatever point X's, they are still fucking insane. He just pushes the tracks, just like Luke. I'm not saying Sosis is the only one, but Sosis is like one of those players who actually grinds a track to a fucking insane standard. No one's gonna be even close.
You do an empty wheelie, shroom us over the sand, and like your camera angle spins around, and you land back on the track by the pokies. And I think you see.
This is so funny. Look at how close he goes.
Oof,
he goes there.
But that is just so hard to do, obviously.
Yeah.
But I believe
And that, yeah, that was the close bit. Look at that. Wow.
At true like human optimal potential, like a 128, like a high 128. So,
yeah, high 128 is technically possible, theoretically,
do that this year.
mathematically,
Right now.
but it's never gonna happen.
Logan,
just
Justin, Breakson, and David.
He does
all
really good
four
ending
guys.
here.
I think all
Really good
four
driving
of them
again.
can definitely be the people tasked with the job. We'll see which one does it first. We'll see.
Nice lap 2.
But
Nice
when
lap 2.
someone does that in a world record run, that's gonna be one of the most craziest things to see. It's gonna be such a unique strategy to do in a world record run. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah,
Yeah,
I cannot wait
I
for
feel
the
like
future of that
it's
track,
too.
especially
I feel like
when
that's true.
that
Yeah.
backwards cut is implemented into runs here.
Without Casey,
So those are
that's
hills.
like the only
We're
exception.
now segueing into it's gonna be BC3.
Let's see those charts again. Oh, hydration is there too. Nice. I didn't actually know that. I knew he had a good time here, but I actually didn't think he was gonna be in the worldwide tops. Yeah, the worldwide tops are like this track. They're pretty optimized, I would say. Like a 132 shortcut time here is pretty fucking good for sure.
So those are hills. We're now segueing into it's gonna be BC3.
Oh,
Luke
this
is back,
fucking
of
run.
course.
Oh, I wanna
No
this.
shortcut
I'm not
time.
even gonna say anything. Just
216,
watch. Just
366,
fucking watch.
366.
This is gonna be
Tell me for
sick.
how long now? An hour and a half? Tell me some slack here. So this category
This is such a good run.
is very optimized right now. However, I think this will be improved at least once this year. I'm rooting for Kenny to pull through.
Okay, I knew he was gonna say Kenny. Yeah. Good luck, Kenny. For Kenny, I'm rooting for as well, but I don't think he's gonna get it. I honestly don't think he's gonna get this world record. I know he can probably get a low 0.4. But yeah, I'm rooting for Kenny. Obviously, in my heart, Kenny, you're the best, honestly. One of the most genuine guys ever, but honestly, 6 out of 6 fucking chains. Okay, Luke does get some bad lows here and there, but that is so much to ask. I don't think it's gonna happen, but yes, I'm rooting for Kenny, obviously.
On this track, I think he very recently got.
It's funny how he just goes for those up trick lows.
And
Because he has like
cheering on
zero
Kenny here
control
to,
over that because he's using the
get the
freaking
record
nunchuck.
here after so long. I think Kenny has been playing this track on this category on and off for, I don't know,
Like 4 years.
2+ years maybe.
I think
sure.
4 years, honestly.
And I feel like he's come up short and having so many.
I think he
runs
started
just
2018 or something like.
the end into the finish line lap.
I don't know like when
But
he
now
actually
he's
started to
having
get like
his
the
dividends
really good
paid
times
very
here, but I
nicely
think
with all his
yeah.
efforts here, at least being at second worldwide now.
I think yeah, I think he has had the chance to get a world record for the past 2 years, but he has definitely played this way more than 2 years.
Well, Luke did such an epic job optimizing this time in the past year. Again, Luke is a Wiimote and nunchuck user, so there's so much motion control happening here on the low jumps that it's so hard to do this for Wiimote and nunchuck players that I think I and many players were very surprised that Luke actually devoted time here and actually got the world record here in the first place.
Yeah.
Because basically you're preferring either right or left side tricks on the bumper tricks because like the back wheel can land on the following island a lot earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that that's probably the reason why. But the thing is though, he just gets such good low tricks. They are low already, like super low, even with an up trick. So it's not that bad. But obviously, yeah, side tricks would be better or preferred. But
more cleanly. There's different heights of low jumps you can get on the bumpers. And you can actually time the low jump so low they actually clip the following island and you actually fall out of bounds.
yeah, that really sucks.
But if it's too high, you lose too much time. So, in ghost comparisons on this track, you really see how pivotal of a
That lap
difference
3, he had
is.
pretty bad low tricks.
If you have 5
That doesn't even
perfect
matter.
lows and 5 horrible lows, I think you can lose over 200 milliseconds on that one string of
I
islands.
thought it was way more than
This for
200
one lap
though.
is
I mean,
actually pretty
200 is
absurd.
still a
Apart
lot,
from that, there's so
but
many chain wheelies
for,
on
the,
this
for
track
this
as well,
track,
where
200
they're
is
so
like
pivotal
nothing,
on that track,
because you can
as well.
you can't get the time
But,
from
yeah,
elsewhere.
I think those
Missing
will be
5
months in the coming year.
Like
I
getting
think
5
Luke
bad
was
lows
very
is just
content with this time
only
referencing
200.
some
I
very
honestly thought
epic
it was
time
way more
for
than
the
that.
No shortcut side of things. But I'm ready for Kenny this year.
Really, that is really consistent. Look at those splits. 0.5, 0.4, 0.4. Lows as well. Really fucking sick.
We might see a Kenny and Luke battle here. We'll see what happens.
I want to see that, but it's going to be
anything's
really
possible,
fucking tough.
Obviously.
If this was a 0.4, then I think, honestly, Kenny had the chance. Kenny definitely could have had it, but now it's kind of... Already, this... I mean, yeah, he improved in 2022, so his third place isn't here yet.
But, yeah. We head now into the no...
Because I think he recorded this video, like, 2 weeks ago. Like, this video was recorded 2 weeks ago, but he just released it now. So that's why the leaderboards don't really make any sense at the moment.
Shortcut side of things. And, this was also another cool story.
Either that or he actually just didn't want to include the times that were improved in 2022. Who knows?
So Luke had the world record into 2021, I believe, with his 3.35, and Braxton beats him back this year.
Yeah,
So
this is a really
Braxton
good run.
initially advances the meta, and is the first person to do the shroomless ultra shortcut lap 1 in this run. And it was known for probably 11, 12 years now. I think it was actually Mander in 2010. He uploaded a video on his YouTube channel where he showed that the cut can be done full speed shroomless. And
Was it really that old?
it's been done in real time
2010, that's
before in,
fucking
like,
old
some
as
fails.
fuck. I didn't actually know it was
Shout out to,
known
my
back
man
then
Joy
already.
Dylan.
I know like back in 2012 there were tasks that do the shroomless, but I didn't actually know it was that old that it was already known. He recorded the first. Oh, okay.
He has some
Did he react to these today? Or was this reaction also like done in the first and he just edited it out today and uploaded today?
world record fails in the past with using it.
I mean, he was talking about Kenny, so I bet he knows that Kenny improved his PB. Yeah, I think he has reacted to these today or something, because, yeah, he knows all about this stuff that's happening in 2022.
On like some failed runs in lap 3 as an example.
He doesn't really
But yeah,
have
this
to do
has
much
been known
editing
for
here,
quite a
to be
while,
honest. He
but
just
Braxton's
reacts
trying
to a
push the
2-hour
meta here, and,
session, you know?
Luke actually beat
He just could
Brixton
upload
back
it
in,
immediately, so that probably
2020,
makes the most sense. Yeah.
with a 157.335. That was a really, really strong 3-for-3 normal shroom time.
Yeah. It was actually surprising that Luke was able to get the world record back without doing the shroomless. Yeah.
But now Brixton answers
You really
back
think
after
he
a couple
did this whole
months,
thing to
and he gets us
like?
back.
Okay, maybe you're right.
I believe Brixton said that both him and Logan.
Yeah, more
already
recently.
tried
Yeah, that
to
makes
do
sense. Yeah, I feel like that
2-for-3
makes more
shroomless
sense.
cut
Yeah.
runs, which would be insane. If you notice on lap 1 as well, by the way, he uses his mushroom on the dirt, and what that
Brixton
allows
gets
him to do
stupid amount
is
of
he can
chains in
actually
this run
go
as well,
under the
even
flop,
though he gets the
a couple
shroomless.
turns from now on lap 2, where you otherwise would go around that.
He gets so many
flop
halves and
lose some
chains in
time.
this one, which is
So
so
that's a good
nice,
amount of
honestly.
time saved
Makes
for
this
him
run kind of
on
more,
that point.
you know, more strong,
Long
but
term though, like
it's still possible to beat
3-for-3
this easily.
shroomless ultra cuts here could yield a time of like at least like a mid 155. I want to say.
yeah, pretty much.
I think at
It
Optimum,
saves stupid
you can
amount of time.
Actually get like, I don't know, 38.5s across the board. I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah.
That was
all
kind of
fives
scary. You
across
see
the
that?
board, I'm pretty sure.
I would have fucking wheelie turned there. I would have not trusted my gut there.
Well, yeah. Overall, this
Lap
was
3, being nervous
a
as
great
fuck.
run, but I missed a lot of chain wheelies, and Brixton overall wants to have a much bigger improvement here.
Yeah, that lap 3 could have been better,
Of
but
course. So I
cares?
think this year we'll see big improvements on this track. I think both Brixton and Logan will both pull through.
yeah,
and
exactly,
get
exactly. Yes.
I think they will both get 2-for-3 runs. That's my bold prediction here for 2020.
This track has decent. These top 10s on some of these shortcut tracks are actually pretty optimized. This is pretty standard. About a second difference in the worldwide tops in the shortcut category.
22. So putting you guys on the spot for sure. So you guys are tasked with a job. You guys will get it done. I'm very sure. Now on to Parkway. 2:11.117 by Luke. And
Sick.
I think it was, 2020 is when he beat Yasha's time here. And
Yeah, I
that
think
was
so too.
Yasha's legendary Canadian player, by the way. Shout out to Yasha. He took down his last world record that he had in the game. And he introduced the newer strap being this corner cut on this turn leading up.
There is
right
2
now.
corner cards, isn't there?
And I think ultimately this gains maybe
0.1.
0.1 a lap,
Yeah.
maybe plus or minus like 10 or 20 milliseconds or so. This will go down to a 210.
Yeah, I think
in
so
the
too.
coming
Luke definitely gets that.
I am rooting both for Luke and also for Australian player Felix to pull through. Felix has been hard
Maybe.
at work himself in the past year. He's
Luke
been the
just
most,
has to get
active
better
contender
exits from
alongside
that.
Luke trying to
I know
improve
it's
his
so
time
fucking hard to
in
do
the
that
past
shit optimally, but
year.
you know, getting better
They both
exits
can
just
definitely
saves.
Get 210s on this category for sure.
But those turns, he's driving.
Personally, this
He's
is one of my favorite
insane
mountain
here.
bike time trial tracks.
The only things that's holding
Just
him back at the
unfortunate that
moment
the
is
shortcut
those
is the way it
fucking
is.
shortcuts.
This is
Everything
traditionally
else
the
just
kryptonite
looks
of
so
almost
fluent.
All time trialers here is how stupidly absurd the shroom is here.
Just look at those turns. How the fuck do you stick like that? That
literally,
makes
like,
no
for me in
sense.
particular, my 3
I wouldn't
laps
trust
on
my
this
gut to go
category
to
here
those type of turns
was my
ever
last
in this track.
2009 time, and it took me until 2021 to improve it.
Yeah, because you never actually played the track.
That's how off-putting the track is from how dumb the
It's not
shroom
because
is.
he didn't actually.
This is such a graceful,
He wasn't able to improve it. He just
calm,
never played it.
straightforward Daisy mock bike time trial, and I love it for that. If the shroom was a lot more
That could have been
forgiving,
a little bit sharper,
I'm
but
sure
honestly,
myself and a lot
that's
more
just a
players would
minor
actually
thing.
Play it too, to be honest. Need some water break again, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really enjoy this
hour
track,
And 40 minutes of talking
but
straight.
honestly, when
if
everything
you
goes
guys
your
are
way
enjoying
here,
this video,
it is really
definitely give
cool.
me one of
It is
these
really
to
cool because
subscribe
it's
to the
such a
channel.
different track from
A lot more
everything
content
else.
is on the way in the works for 2022.
This is kind of the
Thank you
same
in
as
advance.
Desert Hills, you
Um,
know?
But yeah, again, shout out to Luke
Because it's
here
the
for
same type of
still
off-road, you
trying to
know?
improve his
Or
own
the
times. I love
road.
when people not only
Slipper, you
get
know?
the world record, but they try to
That was a really good
further
lap 3.
optimize their times and push it down even further. With this track being
But lap 2 takes the cake.
So yes, next year during 2022, I think both Luke and Felix can both get 210s here. we'll see what happens. But now we're moving on to the glitch.
That's pretty optimized top 10 as well.
So I think the glitch category has
Neo also has
potential to have
211. Nice. I
massive,
didn't actually know that. I thought he had
massive
212.
improvements in
So he has improved.
right now, so by Invincible, 41
Invincible.
072. And the potential for like a 39 or a 38 is quite high. Very difficult, but possible.
Yeah.
You can do it with this current strategy, but also shouts to Justin, where he did a task in the recent year, I think, with the Sugar Scoot, an outside drifting bike, and he got like a 25-second time with tasks or something pretty wicked. This is also one of my
I love
favorite glitches in
watching
the entire
Justin's
game, by the way,
tasks. They're
because
so fun
it
to
stays
watch.
true almost exactly to how the original game, the shortcut works in that game, where you're basically clipping into the cave in the N64 version as well, and you go back to the finish line. So it's really cool to see those parallels here. But Invincible has been hard at work on and off for quite a while now.
Didn't get the 40. Kind of sucks, but
I think if Invincible plays more,
this is probably one of the least,
track as well.
for me, the least interesting categories to watch, honestly. Even though he has been hard at work and been actually improving a ton.
And does the
But honestly, I don't care.
For this track, so we'll see what happens here.
Because look at how much difference. There's 13-second difference.
But with that in mind, we're done with Parkway.
There's just few good players in that track.
Moving on now to some good old GCN Mario Circuit.
This is a good
one.
one.
Of my favorites.
This is a good fucking time.
Biased, obviously, I had the world record.
Sad he didn't get a point for, but it doesn't even matter. He's just so much ahead of everyone else here.
And this run is awesome. Luke can still get like a 130.3.
Yeah, definitely.
When the current strategy is used, but I believe
just look at these shrooms.
This next year is going to be the year of change, just as it was for like Delfino Square as an example. A couple of players, most notably Big Bork and also Logan,
Big Bork,
have been trying to do the double mount trick strategy here.
Yeah.
Where at odds, I would say is a good like one.
I remember when I remember Big Bork being really shit at the game, but he has definitely improved
very
lately.
Hard to do, but it saves a lot of time, and that's gonna be the way.
This is like his main track, obviously. He's really good here.
You can definitely hit 29.
I think Big Bork has the shroomless BKT in this track. Might be wrong, but I feel like that's the case.
Without the
it was like a 136 or something insane.
At sheer human perfection, like 29,950 laps 2 and 3 without the double mounts. But getting that in a run is so impractical that's just not going to happen.
It's still so weird that there hasn't been a 29-second lap
and that
in this track.
Enough to get the first
it's so close. I think Sosis has it or something.
The
BKS.
In 2022, but I
His second worldwide, yeah. He's been improving so much lately.
In this coming year.
Yeah.
Luke can certainly adapt. But I think both Logan and also Big Bork can really push the bounds here in 2022. So I think we might see some new contenders here to the World
That's consistent run.
In the coming year.
It doesn't have anything like... I think that lap 1 is pretty sick though. But lap 2 and lap 3, they could still be fair share faster, obviously. I think all laps could be faster, but that, yeah, I don't really know.
Especially with the double mount.
Don't really know much about this track.
I mean, I myself... Look at me, 9th worldwide. I'm almost off. Come on.
He's 4th. Is he now 2nd though?
Been a 130.8 with a double trick lap 3. Regardless,
this might be old news, right?
What it is.
That's so weird how Fox's PB. Fox's PB here. He got it back in 2015. Imagine, boys. That's one of the oldest worldwide tops currently, and it's 2nd worldwide as of 2021 at least. I don't know about now, but that time was so fucking ahead of its time. It's actually insane.
But I'll improve. Maybe I'll contend. We'll see.
We'll see.
Anything is possible.
Maybe he's gonna contend.
Now the final cup of the video.
All right, getting to the end.
117.889.
This fucking time is sick.
And I really thought that in the past year, this was gonna finally go down with Luke's
I think
speed.
Vincent can still improve. I mean, he can probably get it.
Like Vincent was so disgustingly close to beating Luke's time a a couple of times in 2021.
Fox is a living
and
legend.
I think he's still within like 20 milliseconds or so.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, it felt like, you know, this would never go into like non-Wiimote nunchuck hands.
I know, right?
This strategy kind of right here, where on this curve, you do such a shallow sauter for 3 empties instead of 2.
That is
Doing
just
that
so
is
weird how
much
that
easier
works.
on the Wiimote and nunchuck compared to the classic or the GameCube controller. But Vincent grinded this into the wall and did it like perfectly. I think he actually holds almost all the best known splits now on this track.
I think so too.
To show
Yeah.
how much he really grinded this track. This is already so close to the best known splits, but also KC2 got pretty close in the past year, like a 940, like a 950, I think. And KC uses Wiimote and nunchuck, so he could definitely contend for sure with that. Doing the strategy as most optimal.
This is just insane run. I have nothing to say about the run.
But
it just speaks for itself.
if those players don't play, or anyone else in the
I can do the triple MT with the funky flame, but with Daisy it's just so fucking weird because obviously the drift is more tight, but like it just makes no sense to me. Oh yeah, I think that might be true. Yeah,
top 10,
those splits
I
are
think
still really
definitely,
consistent.
If Emil,
That's such a cool
Casey,
time,
and
889.
Vincent were to extend themselves on this track, they could beat Luke here. But apart from that, I just don't see it happening. If those players don't
Like, yeah, I think this has the second most optimized worldwide top 10 currently. I think TF might be in the thirds, but yeah, this is the second most optimized. Just look at the difference between 10th and first.
play, I don't see why Luke would ever try to improve this for quite a while. So we'll see what happens in the coming year. Again, hydration break.
Good thing.
Beach Gardens. King Alex.
He's gonna talk about Carter here.
96. This did not go down in 2020. 2021, I mean. But I think this will go down in 2022.
Yeah, might be.
I
actually think
this
so
would
too.
go down for multiple years.
Same. Until
Unless
Carter
Brett were
came.
to play again or Alex were to play again. But even then, this is so close to optimization due to the pace lock of the chain chomp, which you'll see on lap 3, where they get stupidly close lap 3. But my man Carter has been hard at work. Shout out to Carter, by the way.
Yep.
He is like a automatic drift god extraordinaire of the game. A lot of custom tracks.
He came out of
are
nowhere,
actually
boys.
Spear automatic, and he's scooped up so many automatic best known times on so many tracks now. And
Yeah, I think optimized in a sense that it's a longer track. It's like half longer than GV2. Obviously, that's probably why, you know, the gap between first and 10th is a little bit bigger, obviously. But yeah, it's competitive and it's optimized as fuck. So, and it's a long track too. So yeah, I think TF takes the cake, to be honest. If we talk about like the smallest difference than GV2, but yeah.
he's currently at a mid 159.0 here.
Yeah.
And what you're gonna notice here is out of the hedge maze, this is called an automatic hop, where normally you can't get a hop at all because with automatic
hop.
drift, you guys have never seen this before. Normally with
Again, Nick just explaining something to the normies that they will never understand anyways. I just love it.
manual drift, you click hop and you charge an MT. But automatic drift, there's no MTs at all. But the perk is that you can actually do wheelie taps with no time loss at all. But you can't yank hard left and right. Or else
You got that, boys? You got that?
So that's a trade-off where you can be in a longer wheelie for a longer period of time and not losing any time. Where
It's funny because he's
giant
explaining
wheelie
this
here in the
thing
hedge maze,
pretty
saves
much half
so
of the
much
run
time over
when he
manual
could be
drift.
explaining
So
something
let's change up. Look at
more
how
important
close
maybe.
Alex gets to the chain chomp.
But I just okay. Okay. Let's be real. I think he's explaining this stuff not for the normies, for the core fans, for us. He's doing it for us. He's actually, you know, talking about this stuff just because maybe, you know, some of you guys wouldn't even know how this works, you know? I like barely even know how that works, but he's explaining it to another level, you know? But obviously the whole video and the views are for the normies.
A really nice automatic hop as well. So I think it's actually like a one frame perfect right left input where you actually kind of like hobble over the leaf bed over there and you cut the corner off and you save some more time. But there are other types of nuances here, like the little stair bounce where
it's
you
a really cool time though.
98 km/h upon landing in front of the finish line. A lot of other nuances here for automatic drift for sure. This is already near the maximum for automatic drift, but I think Carter will pull through for his first world record.
He didn't talk about Karhu strat on TF. I'll go watch back the TF one, just to we can let NMeade speak the whole way. I just want to see whatever he said on TF, because I think I was talking so much, because I'm talking so much in like on top of him, but you know, that's just how I react to these videos.
Record here in the coming year. I thought this wouldn't go down for multiple.
Also, shoutouts to Luke, 6th worldwide with the fucking Bowser bike. That's insane.
Years to come, unless it was Alex or Brett. But Carter has
24
proven himself worthy,
with the Bowser bike. It's
absolutely, so
insane.
we'll see what 2022 has in store here for Peach Gardens. So now we have GCN DK Mountain.
This is a really good time.
Surprises all around.
All around.
Of course, by Logan on both.
Yep.
So Logan's intro to the world record scene was on this track on the glitch category. We'll cover that in the next run, obviously.
Obviously.
But then his first glitch world record.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just wait till this is over. Then he explains about the glitch.
Both times were very strong, and I thought both of them were going to be uncontested for quite a while. But I think it was like what 2019 is when this super fast main turbo shortcut was done in one run for Logan.
Yeah.
Does it happen in this lap? No,
2019 was when he got it.
I think it's
yeah.
On laps 2 and 3.
I love it. I love it so much.
Basically, instead of
what is the Shroomeless BKT on DK Mountain, boys? Could someone check what that is? I think it's like a 208. Could someone check that for me? Because I'm really interested to know what the fucking Shroomeless BKT here is. Because that's probably like a 207 or 208. And that is an insane run, honestly. That's probably a really sick run. I have no idea who holds it, but I think Logan can definitely get it if he doesn't have it already. I know Logan doesn't really play these alternate categories that much, but Logan could actually get like maybe every single Shroomeless BKT, not even kidding, 'cause he's just so good at these driving parts of tracks. Also Luke too.
Sling your MT and hopping off the ledge, you actually release your MT and you go super fast.
These lap 2 and lap 3 are
insane.
insane.
Clip the edge of like the little indent where the cliff is, and you get shot straight down, giant drift around, and it stays literally like over like what, 0.3 a lap at optimum.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure.
think so. It saves such a stupid
I thought that
amount.
pretty much killed the category where you would have to go for that for at least one lap in a run.
Yeah, I honestly thought, because Logan had that run where he just did it once. I legit thought back then, looking at the worldwide tops, no one was even close to Logan. I think everyone had like a 205.9 or something, like really high 205. And Logan was the only one who had like a low 205. I like legit thought the category was dead because of that. But here we are again, seeing Logan get almost a mid 203 fucking 4. Insane.
Well, Logan does the surprise improvement on this category with using the normal cut all 3 laps. That's the strategy, by the way. That looks...
Yeah, that's why I said Luke. Also Luke, but I think Logan could definitely get most of these, honestly.
Really insane, and it's much harder than it looks. So with all that in mind, like, it was super insane that he actually beat the time with 3x3 normal cut.
Yeah, isn't BC Wii like Logan's worst track or something? What is Logan's worst track in terms of his timesheet? It's probably like BC Wii, RBC, something like that. But I think he has almost every single American tops. In every single track he has American tops.
You can actually get a 204 with 3v3 normal cuts, but it's very hard, obviously. But Logan leapfrogs to this giant 204 775 with a really solid run, honestly. All around through and through, and his words too as well last month. So as far as this being improved in the coming year, I mean, I was proven happily wrong.
I understand.
Year,
Makes sense.
So we'll see.
He's a good player all around. With
Zelda
tech too. But compared to others, he's not the most tech, player there is for sure.
Player, I think he pronounced
nice lap too.
Amphis, I'm pretty sure. Both of them got very close. I believe Amphis actually did the MT.
Yeah, I think so too. Either BCW or RBC. Either he has improved RBC. I don't really know what his RBC time now is. But.
So we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised at all if this stands for quite a while. But again, I wouldn't be surprised at all either.
What tracks does he not have? American tops?
We'll see. We'll see.
Or US tops, actually.
Logan again on the glitch category this time. I was very.
Oh yeah, DK Summit. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, true.
What was a
yeah, I knew he had like a 149, but I didn't even know what the US tops on DK's S were actually.
The
so
for a track to be improved by a large margin
occurred. Is that American tops on
the strategy
DK's?
Here after the cannon, where
he has so, yeah, I think he was grinding that track.
A wheelie
yeah.
cancel where
uses Mach. Yeah,
right
I think I watched when he was grinding that track.
Here, a new wheelie starts, and you don't have to.
It's funny because whenever Logan grinds a track on stream, he pretty much gets worldwide tops.
Wheelie at all. What that does is two things. So you don't have to do another additional chain wheelie to eliminate.
He improves from a pretty mediocre time to worldwide tops.
In addition to that,
in one or few
The
streams.
cancels perfectly where when you're mid-air, you land on your back wheel on a little.
This run also is pretty sick. I love how he improved both of these at once. He just blew the categories again to another level.
If you look back at the 201s 2-minute times of the world record history here in the past.
Back when Troy had the world record with a 201.
Compared to what they do now, their approach to the glitch lost so much time.
I know, right? Troy, you're slow as fuck.
Innovated this MT charging.
He pioneered the MT strat.
A long time ago. But now doing the whole wheelie cancel thing too, where you
yeah, exactly. That's just insane. I don't understand how that works. He just has such a good overall knowledge in the game. Makes sense. Just like Luke and all the other good no glitch players, no circuit players.
Apart from really optimizing so getting the glitch here is not the hard part. The hard part is recovering afterwards and not going to the wall, hopping off the ledge entirely, but getting an optimal drift down and a tight recovery.
Yeah.
But apart from that is the bridge, where unfortunately, for unknown reasons, it's so bumpy into the finish line, but if you actually race it backwards, there's no bounces at all. I really wish they put that the other way. I don't know why they did that for. Who knows? Who knows? But getting a straight shot and a chain wheelie into the.
Look at that ending.
But getting a straight shot and a.
He gets a freaking chain.
Chain wheelie into the alignment for the first turn here every single lap. It's very hard to do. You can lose a truckload of time or save a lot of time.
Exactly.
A double-edged sword, pretty much. But we'll see.
I love how when Nick recorded these, he just put new world record into the. So cool.
Double-edged sword, pretty much. But
Or was it Diamond who secretly just recorded all the runs? I bet he did that shit to simp for Nick. Just kidding, bro.
We'll see here again. I'm not ruling out anything for the coming year.
That would be such a Diamond thing to do.
We'll see what happens. But guys, with all that in mind,
just look at the fucking leaderboard. Logan, how the hell did you do that?
We reach now.
Also, shoutouts to my man Big Cheese. He'll get the world record in 2022. I'm calling it.
Final track.
Something Nick wouldn't call, but I would call. Because he's my man.
No glitch category.
No glitch. Fucking insane time.
637. This run, insane.
I was so surprised he actually improved his PB to this. He's 677. Because that was already a wicked time. His ending in this fucking run is just insane. It honestly looks like you're watching a TAS or something.
Insane. In
with
particular,
RTS
his lap
strats, of course, but you know.
His lap 3 is insane, and this run is so strong, but it further opens like the conversation of how much more potential Luke has.
Exactly, because the lap 3.
Track.
Because the lap 3 is like unheard of. 0.0 lap 3, boys.
I myself, I've had the world record here a couple times in the past, and
congrats,
I
bro.
I'm
actually happy. I'm actually happy that Nick, the guy who has like, who's actually being competitive in this game, is actually doing this stuff to the normies. Obviously, I kind of hate to say that word, but at the same time, he's such a cool person. You know, like overall, he's doing so much to the community, and he's also providing so much info to all these people who don't even play the game. It's like the Troy, but more competitive version.
Luke's driving is like otherworldly here. His ability to charge the empties and cornering and everything is just stupid, for lack of a better term. Like, it's actually insane. He's been so far ahead of the pack for so long that there's still no second 230 here.
Rip Russo losing his world record because he cheated it. There's no evidence of him actually cheating that particular run, but it's pretty likely he did. He did use live replay on that one. Kind of sad because honestly, that was also a lot of that was so much ahead of its time too. Getting a 230 with the Daisy back in 2015, guys.
Second 230 here. Shout out to Casey again, by the way. Vincent, myself,
I think he didn't cheat.
Snipus as well. We all improved in the past year. I actually got back to second worldwide myself in the beginning of this year, really randomly. But yeah, we're still multiple moons away from where Luke is, and what's scary is that from how dumb strong his times have been, he can still improve so much more.
Exactly.
Right now with the current strategy.
Luke is not a human.
So Luke is calling me crazy sometimes, I think, but I think Luke could totally get a 0.4 here.
Exactly.
And maybe like a very high 0.3 out like super crazy.
But Luke's driving. Luke just knows how to fucking drive. That's pretty much the thing. He is good at fucking TTs. He's good in other vehicles, not just Flame Runner. Although Flame Runner is his strongest, obviously. But he does have cool world records like you know, Daisy Circuit, MC3. Then he also has really good time on Beach Gardens. Obviously with the Flame Runner. Then he has Peach Beach. He has a 0.8. With the spear. You wouldn't expect Luke on a spear, but he's insane on that one too. He's really good at driving, and he's really good online player too. Like, he has it all. Overall best player in the game at the moment.
Driving here. Practically, I think a high 0.4, that'll be a happy medium, I think. But yeah, like, I think RBC will, I think Cole will have his longest world record reign defeated in 2022, and I think the world record reign on this track will become the newest one long term. Like,
I think so too, yeah.
I think the rest of the pack with me and other players here with our driving here.
It's either this or DK Mountain no glitch. It's one or the other. I don't see, because I feel like Logan could still improve DK Mountain, but I feel like this. I don't even know.
I think it's
we'll
still
see
a
in the
couple
future.
Degrees below where Luke is right now on this track. He's just in some different dimension here. Because no one has gotten another 230 yet at this point, and he's almost at 0.5.
Luke should honestly just put his timesheet on his freaking CV when he's applying for a job.
Insane. It's at 0.71, I believe, and he can still improve it like a tiny bit more.
This is something he could put in his resume and get a job easily.
I think Luke's reign will go undefeated for multiple years to come. Will he actually come out to improve it one more time this year? It's possible. He really comes back to different tracks here and there, and he just improves.
Just
like,
look at that lap 3.
Here we go.
That lap 2 kind of sucked, but look at that lap 3. It's funny how I say that lap 2 sucks, because it still splits for sub 230, sub 231. But for Luke's standards, 303 just sucks.
Well, moving on. So
it's funny.
We'll see what happens here. It'll be awesome to see him play this again, though, because I think he can totally roll up with a 0.4 at some point, for sure.
You think so? I don't think. I think.
By the way, okay. I do is here and there. Okay. But
I think a 0.5 is probably the max at this point. I don't really see a 0.4 happening, to be honest. That's too insane. Yeah. With a lot of grinding, if Luke doesn't play this track, but Luke will play this track. I just know he's gonna still play this track to a 0.5 at some day.
We'll see what happens.
I'm just waiting when someone else actually legit gets a 230 other than Luke. That is just gonna be cool in it of itself. If we just delete Luke entirely, we just focus on the leaderboards without Luke at all, and just look when someone gets a 230, and that's like, you know, such a cool thing. You know, even though Luke is already so much ahead, it's
here in the coming year. With that in mind.
All right.
Jokes aside, the last track and category newly is this track.
I actually am kind of curious what Nick's gonna say about this track, this category specifically, because I think Logan's driving here is
The
insane.
development of glitching this track, let alone humanly insane,
Yeah.
but none other than Logan, obviously. No one else has.
Yeah, obviously Luke ain't like the best player combined, but honestly Luke's timesheet isn't even that good. But that's only due to the fact that he doesn't play tech tracks that much. If he played tech tracks, he would be like insane player. But he just doesn't, so makes sense.
Hit this glitch yet, and I don't know when. This is insane every time I watch it. There's so many moving parts to get this done that it will take too long.
That's such a cool implementation to get like minus speedometer like you guys see on the bottom. How can you even do that? You just gotta make a new code for that. Someone has made that shit. I want to get that shit too. Or is that actually in the normal speedometer? Because I actually haven't never tested it out. Because you never go backwards. This is like the only time you actually go backwards.
In like 2 minutes.
In a 3-lap world record.
Long story short, you fall off the blocks with a wheelie, and you're basically changing your properties on the ground to where when you shroom, you're being ejected from the ground, and you can maintain your wheelie into the pole and get the giant pole bounce.
Are normies still following what he's saying? I hope so.
And fly.
That's the normal code. Okay,
so
yeah, makes
far
sense.
To
Yeah.
behind the track.
I just never noticed
where
it. That's
you hit
funny.
the proper checkpoint to where it'll count your lap to glitch a track. A very underrated part as well, I must say, is apart from hitting these groundbreaking glitches on this track, Koopa Cape, Rainbow Road as well, it's actually the post-glitch driving. And this track in particular, the spear is very clunky. It's not designed. It's not glamorous.
It's not designed, but just Logan still drives this so beautifully.
Logan holds it down, honestly, very well for what this is. So I feel like someone else can hit the glitch maybe a little bit faster, but maybe
that's just something I love about Logan. Again, I've already said this like 2 times already, but whenever Logan gets something insanely fucking hard, normal people just play it safe for the sake of just wanting not to fuck up.
Like
look at this. Logan just goes for nosedive, gets a fucking good landing. That's Logan right there.
But maybe they're nervous.
Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but he always goes for that shit.
Honestly, it looks simple watching it, but you could very easily like try and overcompensate, turn a little bit too sharp for the spear's kind of lackluster wide driving, where you turn a little bit too sharp to compensate, and you bonk right into a wall, and you get, instead of like a 219, you get like a 224 or something like that. So I would think Logan would think the Koopa Cape glitch is the hardest one in the game, but he actually regards this one as the hardest glitch in the game. Logan became the first RT runner to hit all the RT viable glitches this year.
Fucking insane achievement. That could also be something he could put in his resume. For Luke, he's no glitch driving. For Logan, all the glitches in MKW.
He regards this one as the absolute hardest to do. So with that in mind, I don't see why he would subject himself to improving it again, especially when no one is actively trying to contest him here. So we will see. But guys, that concludes
really fucking
this awesome
nice
session again
well
for the
done.
3rd year in a row, analyzing and reacting.
And it's finally over!
World Records in Mario Kart Wii.
Oh
I
my
hope all of you
fucking
guys
god, that took
enjoyed
for
this
like,
video.
for me that took 4 hours since I actually paused so much, because I was talking. Oh my god.
I've enjoyed doing this in the past couple
Oh,
of
he's
years.
still talking about
And
something. What?
we recently upgraded a lot of different things with our setup.
The
including
video
the
continues.
DSLR camera here as well, the lighting, as well as the video quality as well for recording times that aren't on console.
Oh, 1 second. Let me hear what he said
So that's
just there.
including the DSLR camera here as well, the lighting, as well as the video quality as well for recording times that aren't on console.
Yeah.
So with all that in mind, a lot of exciting stuff is on the
Oh yeah,
way
watch
in
yeah,
2022.
sure.
In particular, if you guys made it to this point in the video for almost what 2 hours now, you guys deserve some insider info.
For me it's 4 hours, but yeah, thank you, man.
If you guys enjoy this type of like reacting type of series like this,
I enjoy reacting to your reactions. So yeah, keep it up, man.
actually going to be retroactively doing this series. Starting with 2008. I've had these recordings already done a couple months ago. However, my old PC couldn't handle editing them because my PC was actively dying pretty much. My new PC handles things much better.
Of course.
So I can actually make that and react to it. So I'm hoping within the next
Artisan
month,
Bills
like
also
mid-late February, I'll
sponsor,
release them.
boys.
I'm gonna start
Go
with
get a new
2000.
PC and use
Now,
code
we thought
Karhuma
this was
for a
bonkers
discount.
here, especially casuals who watch this for the very first time. Even for our most seasoned players here, who maybe didn't play back in the day, it's gonna be so comical, yet like just very like nostalgic and just awe-inspiring to see where all the world records started in 2008. What was known at the time with the optimized driving tech to where things are now. And we're going to year by year 2008 world records, 2009, 2010, and onward as well. The monthly world record review series continues, along with a lot more in the future as well. So, guys, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for your support, really, for so many
Is Julian
years
playing
now.
Worldwide at the moment?
This year for 2022 is going to be a big year.
Sure,
for us on the
sure.
channel. We're putting forth a lot of effort here. We got the new PC now, so a lot of things can be done more streamlined now, a lot more consistent uploads. So
That's good,
again,
Nick.
if you guys enjoy this,
It's good that you're bumping up your quality. I really like it. Your quality of your videos have already been insane, but the fact that you're still making it better, that's really good. That's good for the community. That's good for us as competitive players. And
that to everything else. So if you guys want to see a lot more like this, definitely give me one of these and subscribe to the channel. Definitely follow the stream as well. I normally stream around 2
okay,
times.
well, there's nothing important anymore. All right, let's watch TF again, because I just want to see what he was talking about. Was he talking about the strat? I don't think he was talking about Karhu's strat, but
to the last track in the Mushroom Cup.
let's watch this one more
Toad's
time.
Factory. Logan holds the world record on both categories. And the past year was so incredibly fruitful for Logan, setting 30 world records in a year. Like, absolutely insane. You're going to see his name all over this video. And this was his first no glitch world record that wasn't GCN DK Mountain that he got this year for the first time. And
Really?
Luke's record
I didn't
was
know that.
very strong for what it is. It's a wicked time. It's still a second worldwide here. I don't know if it was Ben or someone else.
Oh yeah, he
who
just
did,
talked
like,
about
a
this
quote-unquote,
freaking
like,
RTA thing.
human
Okay, never mind.
strategy
He's probably not
task,
even gonna mention
for, like,
anything
upper
about
limit,
this,
and
the strats
they
or
got,
anything.
like, a 148.7 or something, but I think it uses like a different shroom strategy just to take advantage.
It doesn't
of, like,
use. It's the
proper
same
cycles
shroom
and
strap.
stuff like that.
Just a heads up.
I don't know how 148 will happen humanly, but I mean, the splits do give it now, as far as I'm aware. So we'll see. But this run is already awesome. You're gonna see when you watch older world records of this track to the current one. It's about optimizing these shroomless cuts, optimizing this low jump, and getting all the chain moves. If you've never watched runs of this game ever before, obviously it's Mario Bike Wii, pretty much. My bikes are the meta, apart from Rainbow Road No Glitch. You see that a little bit later on. But getting a chain wheelie is a 1 frame timing and a 60 FPS video game. Very hard to time. And if you do it on the right frame of one frame input, you lose the least amount of time. Every other frame that you time apart from the perfect frame, you're incrementally.
He's just talking about basic stuff. Yeah.
So you're gonna.
I kind of knew it.
Chains are gonna be littered all over different tracks that have long straights like that are over 3 seconds long.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that is gonna be it for today. Okay, 1 second. Let me fix that for you. All right. Well, that's it. Raid Luke. Is Luke live? What is Luke's was it Luke GBR? I actually don't even remember what his what is Luke GB. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll see tomorrow with some TF, I guess. I don't really know. Peace. Let's go, 1K followers. Sheesh.